another one opens because you chose to equip yourself.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has served the unique needs of the ag industry. As members of your community, we get to know you and your operation, providing coverage for your farm, ranch, machinery, livestock, and so much more. Find out why we're the #1 ag insurer. It's your future. Let's protect it.
In Primgar, your Farm Bureau agent is Danielle Rader.
#1 ag insurer across our 8-state territory. 2018 SNL PNC Group Direct Written Premium.
Energy are all signs of hormone imbalance.
Big store selection with small town service. Yes, that's right. Whether you need bedroom furniture or are looking for decorations to make your home feel more like a home, check out Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. Snooks carries a large selection of chairs, recliners, sofas, dressers, and more, with the individual customer service to help you find what works best for you.
Please consider the original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids on your way anyway and online at snooks1.com.
Community Agency knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. It's a journey to experience with the fastest internet speeds available. Contact TCA, connect to the speed you need, and enjoy the ride.
51 million pounds of milk. Rhoda Dairy is a proud dairy farm right here in O'Brien County and provides local jobs. When you sit down for your next meal, enjoy a nice cold glass of milk.
When was the last time you reviewed your insurance policies? Hi, this is Kent Faust, and our goal at South O'Brien Insurance is to provide the broadest coverage at the most affordable cost. Insurance has changed dramatically over the years, and now, more than ever, a comparison may be to your advantage. Call South O'Brien Insurance today to see what we can do for you.
Good luck to the South O'Brien Wolverines in today's contest from Double F.
Kyle Jorgensen here, along with Kevin Brasser from Polina, KCHE Classic Hits 92.1 FM. And we got basketball action for you here today. The South O'Brien Wolverines, the home team, taking on Remsen St. Mary's from a makeup game earlier in the year. And Kevin, thanks for joining us today.
You bet. Nice to be here, Kyle. I'll be a little color here. Kyle will be play-by-play. Some of our fine sponsors today with Fuller Digital Solutions is J&K Insurance, Clean the Body Shop, and Cherokee Regional Medical Center. So great to be here, Kyle. Thank you.
You bet. We're glad to have you along. And you've been following this South O'Brien team here most of the year, Kevin. And a little bit of a struggle for the girls this year. You know, some new players this year playing varsity and you know, lost some good seniors last year, Kevin, so been a struggle.
Yes, the girls have struggled, but, you know, they show up every night and they play hard, and they're continuing to compete every night, and I'm hoping one of these games here that we can come out on top, because I think that would probably just make the year a little more bearable. But good girls on this team who work hard, not only on the court but in the classroom as well.
Yeah, you bet. It's say, you know, it shows something there to show up and work hard all the time, even on a year where you're maybe not showing up on the scoreboard. And of course today, not an easy task, taking on the number 4 ranked Remsen St. Mary's Hawks girls team that has had a phenomenal season, 17-1 overall on the year, and coached by Scott Woolman, Joe Luch, and Melissa Jensen. And then, of course, South O'Brien, coached by Erica Zimmer and Mark Furman. We'll take a break here, and we'll come back with some starting lineups. You're listening to KCHE Classic Hits 92.1 FM and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Hospitals and health systems play a vital role in the well-being of their communities. I'm Marty Guffmiller, CEO of Orange City Area.
Broadway Marketplace, Polina. New styles, new decor, new vibe. You can find it all at Broadway Marketplace, Polina. Here's a look at what we have on display now. We have a full-service floral shop for any occasion, great selection of gifts, and we offer private classes. We do wedding installs too, and more. Find us on Facebook. Visit our store downtown Polina Wednesday through Saturday, and let us know how we can help you. You'll always find something you love at Broadway Marketplace.
We do it all. Mike and Michelle Hoback with Grand.
Did you know Iowa is the 12th largest milk-producing state in the United States? In Iowa, the average dairy cow produced 7 gallons of milk per day, and in May, Iowa dairy farms produced approximately 451 million pounds of milk. Rhoda Dairy is a proud dairy farm right here in O'Brien County and provides local jobs. When you sit down for your next meal, enjoy a nice cold glass of milk to go with it. Rhoda Dairy would like to wish the South O'Brien Wolverines the best of luck all season long.
So however you're tuning in today, appreciate you tuning in here to go. And for the radio listeners, we got about 3 minutes and 45 seconds or so until games starting lineups and national anthem as the JV game before went into overtime here. And we'll go ahead and go through these starting lineups, and Kevin's going to bring those to you here today.
Yes, welcome back again to Paulina, and a War Eagle Conference matchup between the Lady Hawks of Remsen St. Mary's and the South O'Brien Lady Wolverines. Again, as Kyle mentioned, the St. Mary's Hawks having a phenomenal year at 17-1, won the War Eagle Conference, and just an all-around very stellar, solid team. So starting for the Lady Hawks today is number 10, Carmody Ricky. She averages 12 points per game, 4.8 rebounds per game, and she is up there with 3.5 assists a game. Number 14, Claire Schrader, 5.1 rebounds per game and 9.2 points per game. Number 21, Whitney Jensen, kind of is their all-to go-to girl, 16 points a game, 5.7 rebounds per game, and 3.6 assists per game. Number 3, Mia Bunkers, 12 points a game and 5 rebounds a game. And number 24, Haley Gallus at 4.8 points per game and 2 rebounds per game. As you can see, balanced scoring, balanced rebounding, just solid all the way around. And to go 17-1 for the year is phenomenal. For your Lady Wolverines, starting tonight is number 10, Abby Nelson, 1.7 points per game. Number 20, Marissa Ebel, 4.6 points per game. Number 24, Alyssa Van Beek, 4.2 points per game, but she leads the Wolverines in rebounding at 7.3 rebounds per game. Number 34, Reagan Draper, 1.4 points per game and 3 rebounds per game. And finally, rounding out the Lady Wolverine starters today is number 54, Samantha Wilbur, 2 points per game and 2.9 points or rebounds per game. The Wolverines are averaging 29.7 points per game, and as we mentioned earlier, having a tough year on the record board at 0-19 and 0-8 in the War Eagle. Hoping we can maybe turn that around before year's end here. So, Kyle, there's your starting lineups for today, and we'll be getting going here shortly. So this is Kevin Brasser with you from Paulina, with my son Peyton as color. We'll be going back and forth with color today, as Kyle will be doing your play-by-play for you today on KCHE 92.1 and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Thank you, Kevin. And yeah, I just want to mention, too, if you look down this starting lineup or this roster for Remsen St. Mary's, just one senior on the team, so going to be good again next year. Kind of a team that's been on the rise for the past few years. So,
St. Mary's just seems to, boys and girls, reload every year with good talent for being such a small school and not that many kids in the high school. Boy, they sure have the talent, and they have stellar programs top to bottom.
Sure do, Kevin. Hey, we got about 35 seconds here till the starting lineups are going to go from here. We're going to take a break. We'll come back here in time for tip-off. Thanks for joining us here today on Fuller Digital Solutions and KCHE 92.1 FM.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
As a parent, you have a choice in your child's education. Zion St. John Lutheran School believes all children deserve a quality, well-rounded education with a curriculum written with a biblical worldview. With a student-teacher ratio of 8-1, you can be sure your child's specific learning styles are met. Zion St. John offers affordable pricing with tuition assistance and is open to all denominations. For more information of the benefits Zion St. John Lutheran School can offer your child, visit their website or give them a call today.
At 1225 North 2nd Street, Church.
General Contracting.
providing blue-collar work for blue-collar people. Brian Williams founded the company after a lifetime of construction trade experience. His goal? To bring a better experience at a better price. No cutting corners on the job, yet still the lowest price. He is a hard-working blue-collar guy making an honest living by providing work for blue-collar people. Contact Williams General Contracting in Calumet today by calling Brian at 712-229-2064.
Northwest Iowa Agribusiness Community.
Your local full-service GSI.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, three-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders. You're gonna love the view.
Site here, 406 North Main in Market. They treat all ocular.
A good bank can be much more than just the place you cash your checks. Savings Bank of Primgar has been serving farmers and small businesses for over 125 years, providing their customers with minimal fees, superior customer service, and the dependability that you just can't get from the big banks. Visit Savings Bank of Primgar today, where you're more than just a name, or visit them online to see what they can do for you.
Co-op buys and sells grain and all.
Customers deserve great internet too. This is Doug from EverTech. You deserve EverTech's no limits internet and the personal service that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bringing customers like you reliable, unlimited internet. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
All right, welcome back to Polina. National anthem just completed there by the high school band here, and Kevin, I always enjoy that coming to Polina and hearing the band play. Do a nice job.
Yes, Becky Meyer directs our pep band and concert band and jazz band and does a great job, one of the best around. And the jazz band's already probably headed to state competition. They've won a couple jazz festivals already. So yeah, great music here at South O'Brien.
And she went to state last year, or the jazz band went to state, because I know they were there. Cherokee was there too with my daughter. So we're ready to go here for tip-off. South O'Brien, their home white uniforms, black lettering. Remsen St. Mary's in their blue uniforms and white lettering. And Remsen St. Mary's has the opening tip here as South O'Brien looks like they're in, I think, a man-to-man defense to start off here. And they look down low. Layup's going to be missed by Gallus, and Wilbur clears the board for South O'Brien, gets it off to Marissa Ebel. So first possession coming up here for the Wolverines, and Ebel a little bit of high dribble there, but able to get the ball off to Draper. Now we'll go back to Abby Nelson, back to Ebel. St. Mary's in a man-to-man defense, and just about turned over, but it's going to go out of bounds off of Whitney Jensen.
Yeah, I think the key tonight for both teams, or this afternoon, is defense. I'm a big believer in defense is going to win you big games and win you conference championships, and I know St. Mary's has stellar defense. And in order for the Lady Wolverines to stay in this game, they're going to have to play defense.
And just as you say that, Carmody Ricky gets the steal and goes down and makes a layup for the Hawks, and it's 2-0 here. Remsen St. Mary's leading South O'Brien. And a turnover as Whitney Jensen steps in the passing lane underneath the basket, quickly gets it up the court, And St. Mary's pushing it back over to Jensen. Their leading scorer, pump fake from the outside, drives in, gets it back out, and going into the basket and scoring is Carmody Ricky for the first 2 baskets here. So, Kevin, where does the offense come for South O'Brien? I know that's been a struggle for them.
Well, for disciplinary reasons today, the Conley girls are not starting. They'll be coming in, I'm sure, later. But the Conley sisters are the main scorers for the Wolverines. Taja is 8.3 points per game, and I think she's 4th or 5th in the War Eagle in total 3-pointers made. But scoring's been tough this year as the Wolverines are averaging 29.7 points per game. And so, again, I think defense is going to have to be their strong point today to try to stop these Lady Hawks.
And a nice setup there, a turnover from South O'Brien, and St. Mary's gets the basket there with Whitney Jensen, their leading scorer on the season, and gets her first 2. So it's 6-0 with 6:07 to go here in quarter number 1. Remsen St. Mary's leading. Again, they're ranked 4th in Class 1A, taking on South O'Brien here today. In Paulina, this is a makeup game from earlier in January from a snow date. And full court press on. Hawks get the steal. Jensen has it. She's looking to go in. She's cut off. They're going to dish it back out. Wide open 3. No good. That was from Gallus. Jensen gets the board. Jump shot from Ricky. Short. And fight for the board. And I think we're going to have a foul against the Remsen St. Mary's here. And they're going to call that foul on Carmody Ricky. That's going to be her first foul. And the second team foul against the Hawks. So yep. South O'Brien inbounding. Go ahead, Kevin.
Yeah, the Lady Hawks are very long. They're athletic and long, and they anticipate the passing lanes very well. And the Wolverines are going to have to increase their passing efficiency with this long St. Mary's Hawks team.
And they like the press, yeah.
They do.
And you got to handle the ball well, make good passes against this press. So it looks like Tasia Conley checking into the game, along with sister, right?
Yep.
So the Conley girls back in.
Yes, Takara and Taja are really pretty decent guards and have done some good things this year. But again, I think the problem is for the Wolverines their defense, and so if they can defensively step it up today and stay in this game as long as they can, they might have a shot.
So 6-0, 5:24 to go. Ball was knocked out of bounds by Remsen St. Mary's. South O'Brien inbounding under their own basket. And Carmody Ricky jumps in the passing lane on the floor, gets it off the bunkers, and she's going to be fouled by Tasia Conley. Oh, no, they didn't call that. They call travel?
Yeah, I think she moved that pivot foot when she was trying to crossover dribble and got called for it.
So travel against St. Mary's, gives the ball back to South O'Brien, looking for their first bucket here of the ball game. Evo drives, puts a shot up. No, there's Van Beek. Van Beek misses the rebound. No, but Conley down low. Yes, that is Tatiana Conley. Nice offensive rebound there and gets the 2 in. So 6-2 in favor of St. Mary's with 4:55 to go. And all the way to the basket as Ricky misses a wide open layup. And South O'Brien got the board and back to offense here. And tried to go down low to Tatiana and just airmailed that one.
Yeah, Tatiana Conley's a big body down there, and we affectionately call her Ty. And so she can do some things as well, and just waiting for the Wolverines to put everything together, as they've had some games where certain segments of the game they do well, and now they just got to put it together for a full game.
All right, so we got a foul against South O'Brien, their first team foul. That was against Takira. And going down low to Jensen, gets double team, kicks it back out, shot up, kind of a wild one. That was Maya Bunkers. And I think we're going to have a foul on the rebound, a push against South O'Brien.
Yes, Maya Bunkers is really strong down there in the paint as she can find the crease. And there's a three-pointer by Grace Schrader. And
the only senior on the team for St. Mary's makes a 3. South O'Brien, good job getting the ball up against this pressure this time. And now a 3 put up by South O'Brien is good. That's Tasia Conley.
Yes, and again, as mentioned earlier, Tasia is 4th in the War Eagle in 3-point baskets, and there she hit another one. So The Wolverines, like I said, they're hanging around here 9-5 halfway through the first quarter. And if they can do that and step up their defense, break this press, they'll be all right.
All right, so St. Mary's inbounding under their own basket, and they throw it away. Abby Nelson jumps in front of that pass, and South O'Brien looking to push it. Jump shot up. Good. Left-handed shot from Takira Conley, and it's 9-7. So Wolverines getting some offense going here. And nice getting position down low was Claire Schrader. Gets the 2 for Remsen St. Mary's. Had her girl kind of boxed out, and nice top throw over the top gets the 2. South O'Brien back on offense and going to have a call against Maya Bunkers, I believe. So, Kevin, you probably want to get some looks for Tasia Conley if she can shoot the ball like that.
Yeah, Tasia, when she's left open, she's pretty deadly from beyond the arc, and her sister Ty inside can get some offensive rebounds, and so like I said, they just bits and pieces of games that are excellent for the Lady Wolverines, and we just got to put it together for a complete game.
Abby Nelson with the 3 missed, but chased down by South O'Brien and then turned over as Bunkers has it now for Remsen St. Mary's, looking to push up the court. And the Hawks want to play quick. They want to get up the court pretty quickly as Carmody Ricky is going to be fouled, driving to the basket. I think she was going to throw it out for a shot. So we got 3 team fouls against both teams here with 2:58 to go in quarter number 1. Remsen St. Mary's 11, South O'Brien 7. So Wolverines hanging in here to start off here in this first quarter against 4th-ranked Remsen St. Mary's.
Yes, I'm impressed so far of the effort of the Lady Wolverines. When you're 0-19, sometimes you can cash it in for the season, but today they've come to play, and they're hanging around here, and that's because of their defense.
And it looks like we got a full timeout there. I think that is by Remsen St. Mary's. We'll take a timeout with them. Back in 1 minute, Fuller Digital Solutions and KCHE Classic Hits 92.1 FM.
Call the agronomy team at Bunkers.
I chose the NCC CNA course because I just really liked the instructors and the entire NCC community, how welcoming everybody is, and I was able to take it in high school and get it done before I started college.
The new facility here at NCC has been great. You've got every tool you can think of. You're never struggling to find something. Just the facility as a whole has been awesome. It makes the learning a lot more interesting and a lot more hands-on, and it's just been great.
There, and Western Iowa Tech and Cherokee can help you achieve.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
1 FM, South O'Brien hosting Remsen St. Mary's, 11-7, 2:45 to go in here in quarter number 1. And South O'Brien, nice look down low and scored is Draper, and it's 11-9. Kevin, nice set play out of that inbounds play.
Yes, the Lady Wolverines can do it. It's just doing it consistently. That was a great crossover dribble by Takara and an inlet pass to Reagan Draper, and Draper finishes, and they can make the game look easy as well, and now they're only 2 down to the 4th-ranked team in the state of Iowa. They're hanging around.
And Maya Bunkers quickly the other end. She gets fouled. She'll go to the line. She makes the first one. Bunkers not who you want to send to the line. 90% free throw shooter on the season. Just an overall good athlete is Bunkers. In whatever sport you play in, she's pretty solid. Bunkers goes 2 for 2.
Preparing stats today, I noticed that Maya Bunkers, I think she's 5th in 1A in free throw percentage out of the whole state, and that's pretty impressive. She's not going to miss many.
And press put on there by Remsen St. Mary's. Balls that go out of bounds. It'll stay with South O'Brien. And Kevin, that gets big in postseason time. You know, when a game's coming down to the wire and who can make your free throws.
Absolutely.
So South O'Brien with the ball, 2:20 to go on offense, trailing here 13-9, hanging around, playing quite well here in this first quarter. And Van Beek puts up a jump shot from the free throw line, missed. And Draper tries to save it from going out of bounds, but it'll go back to Remsen St. Mary's. But she had a good look at it there. She was open.
The Lady Wolverines are getting good looks in the paint and beyond the arc, and it's a matter of converting. And
all right, so the Remsen St. Mary's back on offense. I think South O'Brien sticking in that man-to-man defense here. It looks like to start things off. Jensen's going to drive all the way in. Had a good look. No. And it's going to be a foul on the rebound attempt against Remsen St. Mary's Gallus. Kind of a tough shot, I guess, from Jensen, but had a decent look at it as she drove to the basket. But that'll be the fourth team foul. So both teams with 4 fouls with 1:48 here to go in quarter number 1. And Hawks putting on that full court press, and they do a nice job. South O'Brien getting it up court. And then on the secondary break, they get it stolen away. Ricky all the way in. And Kevin, I thought maybe an extra step there, but got away with it. But Ricky scores. And it's 15-9, 1:27 to go here, quarter number 1. And here comes the Ebel.
What we were talking about earlier is, efficiency of passing. And the Lady Hawks are so efficient and long that they're quick on the passing lanes, and the Wolverines have to pass more efficiently and not turn the ball over.
It's Coach Dreckman, I believe, calling a 30-second timeout for South O'Brien. And Kevin, postseason brackets did come out this week, and South O'Brien will be on the road taking on a pretty good Kingsley Pearson team. That'll be on Thursday in Kingsley. And, of course, Remsen St. Mary's got a bye, so they'll play the winner of that game in Remsen on Valentine's Day. So a little break coming up here for them after their regular season concludes. South O'Brien girls have one more game. Is that correct, before postseason?
Correct. Tuesday night, HMS Hawks come here, and they're having kind of a tough year as well. Their only win is against South O'Brien, so we're all hoping that at South O'Brien's night, Tuesday night, that we can get that win. And county rival, and so looking forward to that night.
And freshman Grace Gallus makes a 3 for Remsen St. Mary's, and suddenly it's up to a 9-point advantage. 18-9 with a minute to go here. St. Mary's leading South O'Brien Wolverines in girls play. Nice drive, just not able to finish down there. Was Tasia Conley. I got to get my Conley sisters correct here, with all 3 of them on the court at one time.
Yes, that's been a problem with Lady Wolverines this year, is finishing around the hoop. So important that you convert those uncontested shots. But today they're playing pretty well, slipping a little bit here, but they're fighting, they're working hard, they're boxing out. There, Alyssa Van Beek got a nice offensive rebound, got fouled, and if they can just continue to do their fundamental basketball, they can hang around here.
So that's 5 fouls, both teams here, so not too far away from the bonus, and a nice inbounds play, and a left-hand shot by Takira Conley is good, and it's 11-18, and boy, you got to get back quick as St. Mary's down the floor in a flash, and Claire Schrader got the ball underneath, and she'll go up to shoot a couple there on the foul. Schrader, a junior, 59% free throw shooter on the year. Right-handed shooter as she goes up for her first shot. And a little bit short there. And South O'Brien, Kevin's going to have to get back quicker on transition defense.
Yeah, that's been another issue this year, is getting back on transition defense, and especially an athletic long team like the Hawks. They like to run the floor, and they're very tenacious in their effort. And again, an example right there is the Wolverines have to take care of the basketball. They can't turn it over if they want to stay in this ball game.
So they go 0 for 2 from the line with Schrader, but Carmody Ricky gets a steal off the next pass, and then Maya Bunkers gets fouled. She goes to the line, and she's, like we mentioned earlier, 90% free throw shooter, 3 for 3 from the line. Makes the first one. She'll have one more. 28 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. It's 19-11, and Bunkers goes 2 for 2, and she's got a nice form from the line. It's 20-11 now. South O'Brien chance here to have one last possession and get a basket here before going into quarter number 2.
Yeah, a conversion here would really be big for the Wolverines.
Fortunately, turned the ball over. Jensen has it. That one's off. Could tell from angle here. Nice job by Ebel. And stolen back away once again by St. Mary's. And that's going to, they're in the bonus, Kevin. So that kind of hurts with 2 seconds to go. It would be a one-on-one opportunity here for Remsen St. Mary's on the South O'Brien foul from Marissa Ebel.
Yeah, they're playing hard, but taking care of the basketball is key, as everybody knows. But again, the Hawks taking advantage of turnovers and converting those, and now a 10-point advantage going into the second quarter.
Carmody Ricky makes her first one. She's up 7 points, and she goes 2 for 2. It's 22-11 on the scoreboard here, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. As Remsen St. Mary's out to an 11-point lead. South O'Brien did a nice job sticking around, but the Hawks pull away a little bit there at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute here on KCHE Classic Hits and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Hot flashes, night sweats, low energy are all signs of hormone imbalance.
Digital and personal. You can have both with Prime Bank. We know you've got a lot on your plate. Prime Bank can help. Use our app for everything from depositing checks to making transfers from the comfort of your own home. And if you want to open an account, you can do that online too. If you'd rather visit us in person to open an account, apply for a loan and more, we have several convenient locations. The best tech for you when you want to bank from a distance, and the best people close by when you need us. Prime Bank. Earn more your way.
Family Health.
Did you know
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has served the unique needs of the ag industry. As members of your community, we get to know you and your operation, providing coverage for your farm, ranch, machinery, livestock, and so much more. Find out why we're the #1 ag insurer. It's your future. Let's protect it.
In Primgard, your Farm Bureau agent is Danielle Rader.
#1 ag insurer across our 8-state territory. 2018 SNL PNC Group Direct Written Premium.
All right, welcome back here. Second quarter action, and Remsen St. Mary's scores with Schrader and Peyton Brasser joining us now here for the second quarter. And Peyton, making your radio debut here.
Radio debut, you know, there's nothing like a Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon 1A basketball game in a small town Iowa gym. You know, it's great to be here, great to watch some good basketball today. Got some good games going on.
And a steal there from St. Mary's. Bunkers scores, and then St. Mary's steals the next possession. And Jensen misses the shot. And a little hot potato action down there. I think they're going to call out of bounds against Ricky. So it's 26-11 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's here in quarter number 2 with 7:12 to go. And a steal on the inbounds play by Remsen St. Mary's. And the Hawks looking to push quickly. Bunker's going to take a three-throw shot. Good. And she is deadly from there. 90% free-throw shooter, but that was a shot. And just an easy steal on the inbounds play. Right up, no good. Follow-up good from Whitney Jensen. And Peyton, South O'Brien got to take care of the ball here.
Yeah, and right now, you know, the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks not letting up on that full-court pressure defense. Even they're almost ahead by 20 right now, still pressing hard. Wolverines just got to take care of the ball, utilize more of those pass fakes, get them off their feet a little bit, and work the ball up the court. But, yeah, they're just kind of giving it away right now to the Hawks.
So Samantha Wilbur shoots, misses, and get on the rebound. Remsen St. Mary's gets fouled, and Maya Bunker's going back to the line, 4 for 4 from the line, and 90% three-throw shooter, deadly from the line here. She makes the first one. So it is 31-11, 6:39 to go here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, and when you can shoot 90% from the line, that's going to help so many different areas of the game, especially down the stretch late in the fourth quarter, getting fouled, going to the line. When you have a girl like Bunkers that you can rely on, helps out a lot.
All right, so she goes 2 for 2. It's 32-11, and South O'Brien with the ball again, trying to get past that press, and it's going to be intercepted by Grayson Schrader. And the Wolverines struggling just with ball control all the way in, and scoring is Whitney Jensen. So it's 34-11, and St. Mary's showing why they're the number 4 ranked team here right now. with this press that South O'Brien's just having a hard time against. And just about break it there, Peyton, and then we have a turnover there. Takira Conley palming the ball violation.
Yeah, just kind of unfortunate plays here. You know, the Wolverines, it's a different story when the Hawks are taking the ball away from her, or stealing or getting in the passing lanes, but we kind of just did that one to ourselves right there. But Wolverines get back on defense right in their 2-3 zone. We'll see what we can do here.
So, yeah, good call there. They did switch to a zone. They were in man-to-man most of that first quarter. So St. Mary's noticing that and switching to a different offense. Nice up and under move. Not able to finish was Schrader. And now it's going to be a foul against Remsen St. Mary's. That'll be their 6th foul. So South O'Brien will be in the bonus the rest of the way here. This first half, 5:41 to go. It is Remsen St. Mary's 34, South O'Brien 11. And Van Beek to inbound it here against this full court press from Remsen St. Mary's. So the Wolverines work the ball up the court. Van Beek and Tatiana Conley gets it over to Ebel. They get it across the timeline and unfortunately try to go over the top and throws it out of bounds. So back to Remsen St. Mary's.
Yeah, and that play kind of started there with Bunkers. Got her hands up, got in her face there. Made that pass very difficult as it goes out of bounds. And Lady Hawks ball here again.
All right, so Remsen St. Mary's on offense, like Peyton said. Maya Bunkers top the key. Gets it over to Ricky. Back down to Bunkers. She's going to dish it back out. Back to Ricky. Good ball movement. Three-pointer put up short, but the Hawks get the rebound. Sometimes those three-point shots go way off. And a steal now by South O'Brien. And left-hand layup, no good from Takira Conley. Had a good look, and St. Mary's right back down the court, but South O'Brien a good job on transition defense. Now a three put up. St. Mary's, that thing bounces around the rim a whole bunch of times. Grayson Schrader able to finish there, and it's 37-11 with 4:45 to go here in the second quarter. So Peyton, are you playing in the alumni game today?
I am playing in the alumni game. Going to be a great time, you know, especially with games beforehand. Hope a lot of people come out to watch that. Great time to play with old teammates, see people you haven't seen in a while, and see if people got better, got worse, gained weight, lost weight.
There you go.
It's a great day, great time to see all that stuff. But, no, that'll be fun. Great atmosphere in Paulina today.
All right, we'll take a minute time out here on Fuller Digital Solutions and KCHE, and we'll talk a little bit more about that coming up here back in 1 minute.
Dirt or rock hauling, excavator service for tree removal, knocking down buildings, and so much more. A bulldozer for pushing and a backhoe for a variety of projects. Double S Enterprises of Polina has it all to help.
Big store selection with small town service. Yes, that's right. Whether you need bedroom furniture or are looking for decorations to make your home feel more like a home, check out Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. Snooks carries a large selection of chairs, recliners, sofas, dressers, and more, with the individual customer service to help you find what works best for you.
Please consider the original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids on your way anyway and online at snooks1.com.
Birth care to senior care, and so much more. Orange City Area Health System offers their Mill Creek Family Medicine Clinic in Paulina as a regional option for your family's health care, making it a convenient choice. Orange City Area Health System. Integrity, innovation, inspiration.
All right, welcome back there. Timeout from Remsen St. Mary's. 37-11, 4:25 to go. And we're going to have a turnover here against South O'Brien. But, yeah, so we got this doubleheader today with the St. Mary's Hawks from Remsen and South O'Brien. And then after that is the alumni game for the boys. I think Coach Yates told me 44 guys coming back to play today.
Yeah, awesome time. I mean, it's put together by Nick Faust, who's done a great job kind of reaching out to alumni players, getting them to commit, getting their friends to play. And, I mean, we got guys from graduated last year to graduated in the 80s. And so it's going to be a fun time. So
how many sore guys are there going to be tomorrow?
I think over 80%.
I know I would be.
The over-under on torn hamstrings today might be 2.5.
All right, we had a foul here against South O'Brien. That was on Takira Conley, so bonus time here. 2 shots coming up for Remsen St. Mary's Gallus, and she makes the first one. That's Hallie Gallus.
Yeah, and the Wolverines kind of got into that foul trouble early in the first quarter. They were in the bonus already with a minute to go in the first quarter, and now every foul is 2 free throws, which really hurts the Wolverines.
So one more for Gallus. She goes 2 for 2 from the line. Her first 2 points of the game, and it's 39-11 here with just halfway to go here in quarter number 2. And St. Mary's didn't put the press on that time, so maybe Coach Women going to take that off maybe here for the rest of this half, and a jump ball going to be called. A stay with South O'Brien. So, yeah, a little different starting a varsity game at 11 in the morning. Don't have too many of those anymore, but, I don't mind that.
I don't mind it either. The gym is a bit quieter than normal. I think people are also in the stands getting woken up a little bit here on Saturday morning, but no better place to be than a high school gym watching some basketball.
I know you played South O'Brien, so there was a lot of Saturday morning tournaments growing up as a youth. Shot missed there from Tatiana Conley, and St. Mary's has the rebound. So 3:40 to go here in quarter number 2. It's 39-11 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. It was 22-11 after quarter number 1, and then the Hawks have kind of poured it on since then. A lot of turnovers on their press. Maya Bunkers in the corner with the ball, looking down low. Good cut, give and go. And Hallie Gallus not able to finish, but had a good look at it. South O'Brien clears the board as Marissa Ebel brings the ball up the court with 3:15 to go here in the second quarter. So St. Mary's sticking in that man-to-man defense, and there's going to be a foul called against the Hawks as they try to go for the steal. That's J.C. Hallman, a junior guard.
Yeah, and if you're the Wolverines right now, you want to catch the ball, look at the basket, look to score. There's possessions where they're kind of just passing it around here to find the open person, and but if they can, square up, triple threat position, look to score, make that be their first option, you never know. Now they're at the line for 2 free throws. 1-1.
That was Tatiana Conley, misses the front end, and St. Mary's has a girl leak out, and that's going to be an easy layup for Grayson Schrader. See a lot more teams do that now. They kind of leak a player out a little bit early and look for that easy basket.
Yeah, Schrader was ready for that one, already 20 feet ahead anybody else there on that defensive rebound by the Hawks.
South O'Brien back on offense. Nelson has it, gets it off to Conley, over to Ebel. Ebel's going to put up a three-pointer, kind of a one-handed shot, rebounded by the Hawks, and here they are with Maya Bunkers leaking out, and all the way in and scoring is Maya Bunkers.
And there you kind of see that same exact play as the last one, Kyle. There, Bunkers getting ahead of everybody else, even when that shot's still in the air, and the Hawks get the rebound, and then there's an open girl up court.
You're kind of taking a little gamble on that you're going to get the board, because if you don't, you're 5-on-4. And we're going to have a foul called here against Remsen St. Mary's, so South O'Brien a chance to go back to the line. Haven't scored here in the second quarter, so it'll be nice to get some points on the board here for the Wolverines in quarter number 2.
Absolutely, especially with the Hawks, with 8 fouls. Similar situation with the Wolverines. Every time they get fouled, they go to the line. So can we make some free throws? Can we get some points up there and kind of slim down that lead one basket at a time?
So Marissa Ebel, a 1-on-1 opportunity, and misses, and fight for the board. Van Beek has it. She goes up, no. Fight for the board. Remsen St. Mary's has it, and they kind of throw a wild pass down there. They do collect it. Now a 3 put up. No. Fight for the board, going to be a jump ball. And I think that's going to stay with St. Mary's. So you don't see the Hawks make too many bad passes. That wasn't a great pass down the court, but fortunately they ended up with it. And a jump ball violation. We'll keep it with Remsen St. Mary's here with 2:02 to go here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, and the Wolverines did start off on a good note, and, it kind of just seems like they maybe ran out of steam a little bit here as they're down 32, and they were within 2 or 3, second half of the first quarter. But, Hawks, got to give it to the Hawks, getting great open shots, outside, inside, getting fouled, going to the line. They're kind of doing it all right now.
Yeah, they had really good ball movement there, and they get it down low to Claire Schrader, the junior center. She's got 4 points on the day, and she's going to go to the line to shoot 2 for the Hawks. And she's up and good with her first one. Hawks, 5'10", 5'11", some of their taller girls, but they're really lengthy. They have a pretty good length with them, long arms and getting that passing zone, good rebounders.
Yeah, absolutely, and it also gives them a chance to get second and third chance opportunities, boxing out with those offensive rebounds. And, it kind of seems like everybody can go inside and play in the post when you're 5'10", 5'11".
All right, so we're down to the final minute and a half, minute 35 to go. Jump shot up, no, by Draper. And Hawks on the run here. Thought maybe a travel, but they didn't call it. St. Mary's has it. And a turnover here as Conley steps in the passing lane. That was Tasia.
And what a great heads-up play there by Whitney Jensen to come sprinting down the court. It kind of looked like Tasia Conley had an open layup there, and then out of nowhere came Jensen for that point-saving block.
Is that like LeBron James in a playoff game a few years ago? Come out of nowhere.
Exactly.
So that Ashlyn Geimer got fouled, the senior, so she'll go to the line, shoot 2 shots here for South O'Brien on the inbounds play. And see if South O'Brien desperate needed some points here. Oh, in and out. That thing did everything but go in the basket. It's 44-11 with a minute 19 remaining. And South O'Brien needs some points here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they're kind of going dry here. I don't think they've scored yet in the second quarter. Still got a minute left. See what we can do.
0 for 2 from the line. So Whitney Jensen clears. She gets it up quickly to Bunkers. Bunkers looking down low. She was going for Grace Gauss, a 5'11 freshman. Got to be nice to bring a 5'11 freshman in off the bench to come into the game. And, just a easy basket underneath for Schrader. Defense kind of fell asleep there and got it in, and she makes the basket. So it's 46-11 coming up to the final minute to go here in quarter number 2. And Ebel driving the baseline, steps out of bounds. Back to Remsen St. Mary's here.
Yeah, and Ebel just trying to make a play there, kind of jabbed left and went baseline, trying to make something happen there in the lane. She just kind of stepped on that line, and it's going the other way now.
Hawks looking down low to Bunker. She turns up, no. And rebound to Van Beek of South O'Brien with 42 seconds to go. And let's see if the Wolverines can get a basket here for the end of this half. That would be at least a little positive momentum going into halftime if they could get a basket here in the second quarter. And a shot put up, no. Good look at it there from Tasia, or that was Takira Conley, excuse me. And a turnover there from Remsen St. Mary's with 21.9 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's kind of hard when you don't know these Wolverine girls. You got 3 Conley sisters that all look the same, and if you don't know them, it's kind of hard up here in the booth.
Yeah, they all look fairly similar, except for Tatiana's a little bit taller. And Geimer puts up a shot, no good. Bunkers has it, and we're down to the final 2 seconds. She puts up a running 3-pointer, no good, and it is 46-11 at halftime. A tough second quarter there for South O'Brien. We'll take a break here. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll come back with a scoring recap here with your scoring stats here at halftime. Thanks for joining us on Fuller Digital Solutions and KCHE Classic Hits 92.1 FM.
A new home or remodeling your
Community Agency knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. It's a journey to experience with the fastest internet speeds available. Contact TCA, connect to the speed you need, and enjoy the ride.
and quartz to laminate countertops. Find us on Facebook or give us a call at 712-949.
When was the last time you reviewed your insurance policies? Hi, this is Kent Faust, and our goal at South O'Brien Insurance is to provide the broadest coverage at the most affordable cost. Insurance has changed dramatically over the years, and now, more than ever, a comparison may be to your advantage. Call South O'Brien Insurance today to see what we can do for you.
J&K Insurance is a local, independent agency with no captive rates. Let us get
Broadway Marketplace, Polina. New styles, new decor, new vibe. You can find it all at Broadway Marketplace, Polina. Here's a look at what we have on display now. We have a full-service floral shop for any occasion, great selection of gifts, and we offer private classes. We do wedding installs too, and more. Find us on Facebook. Visit our store downtown Polina Wednesday through Saturday, and let us know how we can help you. You'll always find something you love at Broadway Marketplace.
When you choose ethanol fuel, you're helping you.
Did you know Iowa is the 12th largest milk-producing state in the United States? In Iowa, the average dairy cow produced 7 gallons of milk per day, and in May, Iowa dairy farms produced approximately 451 million pounds of milk. Rhoda Dairy is a proud dairy farm right here in O'Brien County and provides local jobs. When you sit down for your next meal, enjoy a nice cold glass of milk to go with it. Rhoda Dairy would like to wish the South O'Brien Wolverines the best of luck all season long. 2255. They are low.
As a parent, you have a choice in your child's education. Zion St. John Lutheran School believes all children deserve a quality, well-rounded education with a curriculum written with a biblical worldview. With a student-teacher ratio of 8-1, you can be sure your child's specific learning styles are met. Zion St. John offers affordable pricing with tuition assistance and is open to all denominations. For more information of the benefits Zion St. John Lutheran School can offer your child, visit their website or give them a call today.
77446-2350.
General Contracting, providing blue-collar work for blue-collar people. Brian Williams founded the company after a lifetime of construction trade experience. His goal? To bring a better experience at a better price. No cutting corners on the job, yet still the lowest price. He is a hard-working blue-collar guy making an honest living by providing work for blue-collar people. Contact Williams General Contracting in Calumet today by calling Brian at 712-229-2064.
Or Dr. Taylor Lefebvre at Marcus Eye Care in Marcus.
All right, we're back here at halftime. South O'Brien Wolverines hosting Remsen St. Mary's today, a girl-boy doubleheader, and it is 46-11 at halftime. Kind of a tough second quarter there for the Wolverines. They had a really good first quarter, but scoring slowed down there. And Kevin, you want to run through that first half scoring for us?
I'd be happy to, Kyle. First of all, I would like to thank our sponsors for Fuller Digital Solutions. That'd be J&K Insurance, Polina Body Shop, Cherokee Regional Medical Center, Farm Bureau, Snooks Carpet, Primgard Chiropractic, the Community Agency, South O'Brien Insurance, Broadway Marketplace, and EverTech. There's a few more that I'll mention here in a little bit. So for Coach Scott Woman's Lady Hawks, Carmody Rickey has 8 points. Grayson Schrader has 8 points. Claire Schroeder has 7. Grace Gallus 3. Whitney Jensen 8. Mia Bunkers 14. And 8 of those are free throws. And Haley Gallus has 2. For Coach Erica Dreckman's Lady Wolverines, Taja Conley has 3. Takara Conley has 4. Tatiana Conley has 2. And Reagan Draper has 2. So, 46-11. The Wolverines hung around for a quarter, and the wheels kind of fell off in the second quarter. And that was, again, not getting back on defense efficiently is one of the things. So,
yeah, that's right, Kevin. If you're Coach Zimmer for South O'Brien, you kind of probably almost want to rewind back to that first quarter and say, let's get back to how we were playing in that first quarter, take care of the ball, got some good looks, and hung in there.
Yeah, and I think, again, it comes down to they got to keep that tenacious effort. They had a great effort in the first quarter. They were playing defense, getting rebounds, and the Lady Hawks started to just fast break, one pass down the court and layups, and the Wolverines just weren't getting back on defense. So, the Wolverines had some shooting woes in the first half, too. They had some easy looks that just didn't fall.
And when you're playing a good team like St. Mary's, you got to make all those, or at least you ought to make most of those looks, and from the free throw line too. Had some opportunities and just not able to convert.
Yes, Scott Woolman. I've known Scott for over 30 years, and he's a solid, great coach who teaches fundamentals every day, in and out. And yes, he has good athletes, but great coaching there. And I know Erica Zimmer does a great job of coaching fundamentals in practice too, and might come down to just talent levels this year. And we're hoping the Lady Wolverines come back out here the second half and show a good effort and maybe get this thing back to respectability and see what they can do.
That sounds good, Kevin. Kevin Brasser on the call with us today, along with your son Peyton Brasser. I'm Kyle Jorgensen here for KCHE Sports, and appreciate you guys joining us today. We'll take a break here. We'll come back, and we'll be back here in time for a tip-off here of the second half. Thanks for joining us today here on Fuller Digital Solutions and KCHE Classic Hits 92.1 FM.
Call the agronomy team at Bunker's Feed and Supply in Granville and Polina.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, three-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
No better time than today to get going.
Since 1894, Primgar Savings Bank has been going the extra mile to serve its customers. In 125 years, a lot has changed, but what hasn't is Primgar Savings Bank's minimal fees, dependability, and their hometown service that sets them apart. Primgar Savings Bank takes pride in understanding your needs and your goals and working with you to find the best options available. Visit them online at www.savingsbankia.com.
Valley Family Health now offers hormone.
What does EverTech mean to you?
It means internet made real easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, it means no limits.
Well, they are a lot more than just great internet. They have served rural Northwest Iowa internet customers for more than 30 years.
It means solid internet at a great price. And it's dependable too. With 24/7 tech support, we know we're always covered.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. Get EverTech's no limits internet in 20 counties in Northwest Iowa.
Going 46-11, Remsen St. Mary's leading, and Kevin, potential some exciting times coming here for the South of Bryan community. They have a bond referendum that they've been looking at, and what are they looking at doing?
Well, it's a big bond issue, $29 million, but it's time. I was a longtime educator at South O'Brien, and we haven't really done too much to the building since '06 when we put on an addition here. But yeah, the referendum is going to be calling for some new ag facilities, some new science facilities, restrooms, performing arts in Primgar, parking, office space, some classrooms, a new weight room, including community access to that. And so it's an exciting plan, and we hope we can get that passed. So yeah, exciting times for South Bryan coming up here in less than a month.
And Kevin, would that be including, would they keep their old gym? I know the old school would be gone with that, correct?
Correct. The whole old part of the Paulina site will be torn down. That building was built in 1925, so it's 98 years old, and just the wiring and the heating and everything else is way beyond its time to repair. So they're taking down that whole old building and then adding on to the existing building that was built in the late 50s, early 60s.
Appreciate that update there, and let's hope that passes here. That'd be a great thing for the community here in South O'Brien schools. And Maya Bunkers has a couple of baskets here, not even a minute into this third quarter, has a three-pointer and a two-point basket, and quickly that lead is up to 51-11 here with 7 minutes to go. And this will be a fast-moving second half with the running clock here.
Yes, rules state in boys and girls high school basketball in Iowa that there's a 35-point advantage in the second half, that the clock continues to run except for free throws, timeouts, and injuries. And so, yes, this will be a quick second half. But maybe our Wolverines here can turn some things around and get this thing back to, under 35. And right there, Taja Conley with her second three of the game, the Lady Wolverines can do some things. They just got to put it together. And there's a steal by Ty Conley. And the Wolverines come out here in the second half. And, again, looking respectable, but it's going to take a long road to hoe, so to speak, to get back in this thing.
And all you can ask for if your Coach Zimmer is come out and play hard and give it all you got and just try to take care of the ball, get good possessions on offense. And
right.
So it's 51-14, 5:55 to go. St. Mary's with the ball down low. They go to Schrader, and she is going to be fouled. That's Claire Schrader. And are they going to give her three throws on that? Yes, they are. So like you mentioned, Kevin, they do stop the clock for three throws. Going to the line, shooting fouls, I should say. So Schrader will go to the line. And she's up and pure there on that first one. Had an exciting weekend, sports. They had the girls wrestling first time ever at state here this year, sanctioned sport this year. That was a packed house down there in Coralville.
It was exciting times for girls wrestling, and I don't think the average person who's not into wrestling too much knows how big of a deal that was. I guess there were over 2,000 statewide wrestlers, females, and for the wrestling people, that's a good thing.
Sure was, and it was packed down there. I know it was sold out in Coralville. I think it holds 15,000 people, and not a seat to be had. So it is 54-14 with 5:10 to go here in the third quarter. And Remsen St. Mary's with the ball under their own basket. Some subs coming in here for both teams. Grace Schrader checking in along with Grace Gallus. And was that Abby Nelson that checked in for South O'Brien, I think, and Draper?
Yes, Abby Nelson's really come on this year. If I had to give most improved, it would be Abby Nelson. She started out the year not doing much at all, and she's become an integral part of this Lady Wolverine team. And so Abby's really done a nice job, and looking forward to next year having her step up.
And the bank's open on Saturday. A three-pointer put up by Ebel. Hey, we'll take it any way you can get it, right?
We'll take anything we can get.
So a three-point basket in there for South O'Brien. And a nice give and go there to Whitney Jensen. She scores her fifth basket, back-to-back baskets for Jensen. And it's 58-17 with 4:25 to go here in quarter number 3 here from Paulina.
Yes, I think Coach Zimmer just expects effort and tenacity and, good body language out there to continue to put forth an effort against this really good Lady Hawks team.
So Marissa Ebel, a nice drive to the basket, gets fouled, and she's going to go to the free-throw line. Oh, and a high bounce there. I thought maybe it was going to come back down and in, but falls off. And checking in for the Lady Hawks is J.C. Holman. So we'll have the boys game coming up here for you next. That should be a pretty good ball game. I know St. Mary's got South O'Brien over in Remsen earlier in the year, but should be a really good matchup. Ebel misses both, gets a rebound, and misses on the follow-up shot, and it'll go back to, they're going to call a deflection. So it'll stay with South O'Brien. Kind of thought that. She shot it over the backboard. I didn't think she missed that badly. So South O'Brien gets it in, back to Ebel. She's going to put up another three. She gets it. How about that? Marissa Ebel, a couple threes.
Yeah, Marissa's got 7 points here in the third quarter, and it's halfway through, so good for Marissa. Marissa's always got a good effort out here, working hard defensively and offensively, and Yeah, the Lady Hawks are finding that right side seam is open, and they're just penetrating that right side the whole time. And so, hey, a couple more sponsors for Fuller Digital that we like to recognize today: Aurora Dairy, Northwest Iowa Community College, the Wash House, Zion Lutheran School, Williams General Contracting, Savings Bank of Primgar, KCHE Radio, and Screen Builders out of Cherokee. So very generous sponsors to keep us on the air, and just encouraging everybody to shop local and keep these businesses hopping. So there's Taja Conley with another three.
So a 3-point barrage here in this third quarter for the South O'Brien Wolverines. They're up to 23. Their highest scoring quarter here this game so far, and they got a turnover.
And like I mentioned earlier, here we're 2 points away from keeping that clock from running constantly, and I think that'd be a good goal to have, is to get this thing back under 35 and to play with a conventional clock.
Like you said, that clock is rolling here. That makes the quarters go really quick. It's 60-23. Clock is continuing to go, even getting ready for the out-of-bounds play here for South O'Brien with the ball. We're at 2:35 to go. Geimer gets it in. That is to Takira Conley. To the backcourt. Gets it over to Tasia. Back to Geimer. Back to Takira. Left-hander drives. Jump shot up. And it's going to be deflected out of bounds. She could have jumped up, turned, and shot that. That's kind of a tough shot, but at least she's trying to get a good look in.
Correct.
Get it into Van Beek. Back to Takira. Over to Tasia. Geimer has it. Top the key for South O'Brien. Back to Tasia. Wolverines being patient. Looking for a good shot. Going to put up a three. No, but rebound right there. Blocked. Down low was Tasia. And then she's going to foul. Or what'd they call there, Kevin? Called it on St. Mary's, maybe?
I think they called a travel on Ricky.
Okay.
Or she stepped out of bounds. She was right on that end line down there, and I think that's what happened.
All right. I thought they came over and thought maybe they called the foul, but South O'Brien retains possession here down to the final minute 20 in this third quarter. It's 60-23 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. Jump shot up. Good look. No. And St. Mary's has the board. So the Hawks have a kind of a mix out there of some bench players and starters out there on the court right now. Whitney Jensen with the ball. She's going to drive all the way in. Good look. No good. That was by Grayson Schrader. Follow up, no good. Jensen gets it back, and she's going to get fouled, go to the free throw line. Whitney Jensen, their leading scorer, has 10 points on the day so far. Just about said night. 10 points. She averages 16 points per ball game.
Yeah, the Hawks stay efficient with whoever they bring off the bench. Coach Woolman's rotation is solid, all the way down to number 9, and he's been rotating 9-10 players in there. And I got a feeling here in the fourth quarter, Coach Zimmer's going to start going to his younger girls. The Lady Wolverines have 5-6 freshmen that have been winning ball games down on the JV level under Coach Furman. And I think she'll probably give them some court time because they're going to be the real deal next year, as there's a lot of seniors out here for the Lady Wolverines rotation.
And it's good to get that experience in some varsity minutes for them throughout the season. And it's good to hear they're having some success at that level too, Kevin. It gives you some hope for the years to come here for South O'Brien girls basketball.
Yes, Coach Furman's done a really good job with those girls down at the lower level, and Kyle Paulson, an alumni of South O'Brien, helps out and does a great job as a coaching volunteer, giving his time. So, I think there's some brighter days coming for the Lady Wolverines, and I think these younger girls are going to be playing a lot next year. In fact, probably most of them will be starting because there's a lot of seniors on this roster.
All right, that takes us to the end of the third quarter. It is 62-23 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. We'll take a minute timeout. Back in 1 minute here on KCHE 92.1 and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Probably the biggest thing that we do a little bit different than a lot of schools is the live work side of the world. So when we teach our students, we actually, if you look around the shop and see what they're working on, in most cases it's a customer car, and so they get real-world application.
Our engineering design program is basically drawing components, manufacturing of the components, and then we get into the inspection of the components. So they got to create it, make it, and inspect it just as they would in industry.
Dirt or rock?
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has served the unique needs of the ag industry. As members of your community, we get to know you and your operation, providing coverage for your farm, ranch, machinery, livestock, and so much more. Find out why we're the #1 ag insurer. It's your future. Let's protect it.
In Primgar, your Farm Bureau agent is Danielle Rader.
#1 ag insurer across our 8-state territory. 2018 SNL PNC Group Direct Written Premium.
All right, welcome back here. Quarter number 4, Marina Cronin hits the 3 to open things up here for Remsen St. Mary's. It is 65-23 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. And back to the other brasser, Peyton joining us back here for quarter number 4. And 7.5 to go here in this ball game with a running clock. So this second half goes pretty quickly. And a turnover, nice job from Tasia Conley. She should have a layup here, and she does. So there's a good positive play there, Peyton.
And you know what? The Wolverines were down, 30-40, and they could have hung their heads, given up, and just kind of let the Hawks have their way. But instead they're kind of fighting back. They haven't given up. Still working hard on defense, and a lot more shots falling here in the fourth quarter than the first 3.
That's for sure. They could have easily given up in this game, but you like to see that fight as a fan, as a coach, and nice. That's an ode to them for still trying out there. And stepping in the passing lane is Tatiana Conley. Gets the steal, gets it off to sister Tasia, over to Takira. So all 3 Conley sisters out there. Ebo going to put up another 3, short that time. I thought maybe partially blocked, but they're not going to call that. Interesting to have the 3 sisters out there. Cherokee, I've covered a few of their games too. They got 3 sisters that play at the same time also, so keeps it interesting.
Keeps it interesting, and it makes our job a lot harder, doesn't it, Kyle?
A little bit, yeah. All right, so we're down to the final 6 minutes to go here. St. Mary's with the ball, passing that ball around. Callie Gallus out top. Gets it over to some subs in, Marina Cronin. To pass it around to Grace Gallus into the game. Looking back down low to Grace. She turns around, left-hand shot, no. And Van Beek has it.
Yeah, good move there by Gallus, but you got to give it to Van Beek. Had her arms straight up. Great defensive position there and forced that miss. So the Wolverines get the ball now with that defensive rebound.
So Van Beek wearing that sleeve on her left arm, Peyton. What, she have a shoulder injury?
I actually don't know much about that. I couldn't tell you.
Tatiana Conley, a nice job down low for South O'Brien. Misses her first one, follows up, gets the rebound in the basket. Padding the stats there a little bit. 65-27 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's, and Hawks back on offense here. I know Marina Cronin, good softball player, comes off the bench here for St. Mary's. Doesn't play a whole lot, but really good softball player. They got a good softball program there too. Been to the state quite a few years in a row as well for Remsen St. Mary's.
Yeah, Remsen St. Mary's having lots of success in many different sports the past few years, Always tough no matter what sport you're playing them in. And, it's cool to see, especially in 1A schools, all these athletes in different sports play sports that maybe isn't their best sport, but they're still out just because, it's a small school and it's just kind of what you do.
All right, so 4.5 to go and a bunch of subs trading in and out there. Abby Nelson shot up. No, good look at it. And Remsen St. Mary's comes off with the board. Maya bunkers quickly up. Thought about the 3. Now Maya's going to take the 3. And just a little bit off. Grace Gallus has it. No. And South O'Brien gets the board. Yeah, talk of small school. I think Remsen St. Mary's through the whole high school has around 60 kids. So you got to go out for sports if you want to have a team.
You do, and you know what? The ones that do go out, they got great athletes over there in Remsen, and they always put together good teams.
Another 3 put up by Remsen St. Mary's, no good. That was Grayson Schrader. And it'll go back to South O'Brien. And it is like you mentioned earlier, interesting with the Saturday morning game, it is a little bit quieter here in the gym than normal. Wilbur had a good look down low, not able to finish. And Remsen St. Mary's with the ball back. And even with some subs out there, they still push that ball up the court quickly, and it's just the style of play they play.
It is, even it doesn't really matter what the score is, doesn't matter who's in the game. They're still running, they're still playing. The game's not over yet, and the Wolverines can't expect the Hawks just to lie down here and kind of give it away. They're still going full bore here.
All right, you're going to have to help me out here, Peyton. A bunch of subs coming in for South O'Brien. Looks like some freshman JV players.
Yeah, we got McKenna Walleen, Addison Hedberg, Reese Farquhar, Lindsay Eink, and Chloe Husted looks like coming into the game. And it's cool to see them get some minutes, sitting on the bench all game. It's nice to see them out there. Parents like to see them out there. So see what they can do here with a few minutes left in this game.
And like your dad, Kevin, was saying, this is the future of South O'Brien girls basketball here. A lot of seniors on the team and players moving on. So, and these guys have had some success at the freshman JV level.
Yeah, next year is prime time, and it's going to come, and they're going to probably start and be in the game. So minutes like these, they really got to take advantage of. It doesn't even matter what the score is, but make aggressive plays, see where you can improve in the offseason, and you never know what can happen next year.
And a good look there. Offensive rebounds for South O'Brien girls out there right now. Had a couple of chances at it, just not able to convert. And goes back to Remsen St. Mary's here for the final 2 minutes go. 68-27. Remsen St. Mary's leading South O'Brien. And St. Mary's has their subs in too, I should mention. So JV players against JV. Here the final couple minutes left here from Paulina.
Yeah, and a good play there by Addison Hedberg, keeping her hands active, getting that steal, but kind of just gave it right back to the Hawks.
All right, so Remsen St. Mary's with the ball. That's Bamberger in the game there with the top of the key. They got J.C. Holman in also. Grayson Schrader in there. Maria Cronin and Grace Gallus out there for the Hawks. And shot up down low, just went in and out there. That was J.C. Holman. And South O'Brien back with the ball on offense here.
Yeah, and Kyle, the thing with that shot clock this year in Iowa high school is even a game like this where, the lead is pretty large, you still got to get a shot up. And, that helps the Wolverines on defense that they can continue to get the ball instead of the Hawks just running out the game.
That's right, and a basket down low there from Lindsay Eink, so 2 points for Lindsay. And we're down to the final 40-some seconds here remaining. So how many shot clock violations can you recall seeing this year?
I don't even know if I've seen one, to be honest with you, but I think it's great for the sport, and I think it's great for high school basketball. Nobody really likes to watch somebody run out the clock. Although that may be a good strategy, I really do like the implementation of it.
Same here, yeah. I've only seen maybe just probably less than 5 all year, different games I've been to. So, but it does make a difference at the end of the game if you're behind in your strategy and just running your offense. You do have to get a shot up at some point in that shot clock.
Right, and as you mentioned, it really doesn't affect it too much. Teams are still able to get their shots up with a normal amount of time.
All right, buzzer runs out here. Final score 70-29 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. Lady Hawks go to 18-1 on the year, and unfortunately South O'Brien still looking for that first win on the season. We're going to go ahead and take a break here. We'll come back with a scoring recap, and then we'll send it back to the station here between games. But we'll be back here in a little bit with a scoring recap from this game. We'll be back here at Fuller Digital Solutions, KCHE 92.1 FM.
Big store selection with small town service. Yes, that's right. Whether you need bedroom furniture or are looking for decorations to make your home feel more like a home, check out Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. Snooks carries a large selection of chairs, recliners, sofas, dressers, and more, with the individual customer service to help you find what works best for you.
Please consider the original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids on your way anyway and online at snooks1.com.
Your existing space, let us help you customize your Community Agency knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. It's a journey to experience with the fastest internet speeds available. Contact TCA, connect to the speed you need, and enjoy the ride.
On Facebook or give us a call at 712-949-2453. Good luck to our South Bryan Wolverines. Grand Custom Cabinetry.
When was the last time you reviewed your insurance policies? Hi, this is Kent Faust, and our goal at South O'Brien Insurance is to provide the broadest coverage at the most affordable cost. Insurance has changed dramatically over the years, and now, more than ever, a comparison may be to your advantage. Call South O'Brien Insurance today to see what we can do for you.
J&K Insurance is a local independent agency.
Broadway Marketplace, Polina. New styles, new decor, new vibe. You can find it all at Broadway Marketplace, Polina. Here's a look at what we have on display now. We have a full-service floral shop for any occasion, great selection of gifts, and we offer private classes. We do wedding installs too, and more. Find us on Facebook. Visit our store downtown Polina Wednesday through Saturday, and let us know how we can help you. You'll always find something you love at Broadway Marketplace.
You choose ethanol fuel, you're helping the environment and supporting agricultural businesses in our area. Little Sioux Corn Processors and Market, proud to be a part of the Northwest Iowa agribusiness community.
All right, welcome back to Polina. Final score from that girls' game was 70-29 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's, number 4 ranked team in girls state basketball 1A, with the victory as South O'Brien falls to 0-20 on the year. For the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks, Carmody Ricky had 10 points. Gratian Schrader had 8 points. Claire Schrader had 8 points. Grace Gauss with 3 points. Marina Cronin a couple threes off the bench. Whitney Jensen with 12 points. Leading all scorers in the game was Maya Bunkers, a nice game for her. She had 21 points. Hallie Gauss with 2 points and J.C. Holman with 2 points. Hawks came in averaging 59 points per game, so above their scoring average. For South O'Brien, Tasia Conley had 11 points, led the Wolverines in scoring. Marissa Ebel, a couple of three-pointers in that second half, had 6 points. Takira Conley had 4 points. Tatiana Conley, 4 points. Regan Draper, 2 points. And Lindsay Ike, 2 points. 29 total points there for South O'Brien, averaging 30 points per game. We're in between games here. That we'll have the boys game coming up here for you next on KCHE 92.1 and Fuller Digital Solutions. We're going to send it back to the station here for a little bit, and we'll be back in time here for some starting lineups for you and in time for tip-off. Thanks for joining us today on Classic Hits 92.1 FM.
It is Classic Hits KCHE 92.1. Right now it is time for USA Radio News. Brought to you by Workshop Repair Services here in
fuel or diesel delivered, they offer a tank wagon.
Did you know Iowa is the 12th largest milk-producing state in the United States? In Iowa, the average dairy cow produced 7 gallons of milk per day, and in May, Iowa dairy farms produced approximately 451 million pounds of milk. Rhoda Dairy is a proud dairy farm right here in O'Brien County and provides local jobs. When you sit down for your next meal, enjoy a nice cold glass of milk to go with it. Rhoda Dairy would like to wish the South O'Brien Wolverines the best of luck all season long.
Time to check out the low prices. Stop by CS Agro Service in Calumet.
As a parent, you have a choice in your child's education. Zion St. John Lutheran School believes all children deserve a quality, well-rounded education with a curriculum written with a biblical worldview. With a student-teacher ratio of 8-to-1, you can be sure your child's specific learning styles are met. Zion St. John offers affordable pricing with tuition assistance and is open to all denominations. For more information of the benefits Zion St. John Lutheran School can offer your child, visit their website or give them a call today.
Get into it there, and it sounds good.
Yep, nobody plays Seven Nation Army better than our own South O'Brien Wolverine pep band. They're legendary for that for many years, and Leo Sells on the drums there. He actually tapes the drumstick to his hand so that he doesn't lose control during Seven Nation Army. So it's great for the community, great for the gym. Even visiting spectators love our pep band.
You know, that's one thing I think is kind of I want to say a lost art, but a lot of games I go to now, there isn't a pep band, and I grew up, every game I went to, we always had the pep band there, so I enjoy having that pep band. So we're coming up on the boys game here for South O'Brien, Remsen St. Mary's, and Remsen St. Mary's 14-2 overall. I believe ranked 7th right now in Class 1A. 6-0 in the War Eagle Conference, coached by co-head coaches Scott and Justin Rudin, Jared Scott and Colin Schrader. Of course, your South O'Brien Wolverines having a great year also, 13-5 and 5-4 in War Eagle Conference play, coached by Kylie Yates. And Kevin, you want to run through the starting lineups for us here?
Yeah, this is going to be a great game. These games are always great, no matter what gym we're playing in. For the last decade, these games have come down to, the last minute. And two very well-coached teams, Kylie Yates for South O'Brien and Scott and Justin Rudin for the Hawks. So going to be a good one here from Paulina. Again, Kevin Brasser with you with Fuller Digital Solutions and KCHE 92.1 with Kyle doing your play-by-play, and myself and my son Peyton doing some color today. So for the Hawks, number 3, Alex Schroeder, 9.3 points per game. Number 23, Cale Ortman, 12 points per game. Number 30, Ryan Woolman, 8.2 points per game. Number 40, Jackson Bunkers, 15 points a game and leads the team of 5.1 assists per game. And number 55, Colin Holman. The Hawks score 58.4 points per game. Again, they are 14-2 overall, 6-0 in the War Eagle. Coach Kylie Yates's Wolverines he'll be starting number 11, Hudson Ullman, 7.4 rebounds per game, 8 points per game. 15, Boston Riedemann, 11.7 points per game. Number 23, Sawyer Honkamp, 3.5 points per game. Number 31, Ben Woodall, 5.9 points per game. And rounding out is longtime senior 35, Dane Mormon, 2.6 points per game. The Wolverines score 56.7 points per game. Willie Conley and David Botchin come off the bench to score 24 of the Wolverine 56 points per game, each at 11 points per game. So should be a good one here coming from Paulina.
And Kevin, on paper, St. Mary's averages 58 points per game, South O'Brien 56. So, if your Vegas betting odds there, it should be a 2-point spread, right?
A 2-point spread, and again, these are always great games. Coach Yates and Coach Rudin are very well respected in the War Eagle and further beyond. They've had teams at the state tournament. The Wolverines winning it in 16, going in 15. And St. Mary's has been to the state tournament now 4 years in a row, I believe.
Yeah, they have a nice streak going, and I saw earlier in the week that Jackson Bunkers their senior scored his 1,000th career point too. So just some good athletes here, and Alex Schrader back from injury. I'm not sure how many games he was out, but I know he's obviously starting today, so he's back from an injury he was going through.
Yes, the key to these teams are they play tenacious defense. Maybe expect a low-scoring game today. The Wolverines, that's their pride, is their 2-3 patented zone defense, and also Coach Yates's players are very well balanced. You got 3 guys scoring 11 points a game, another one scoring 8, and that's really tough to guard.
And maybe give the edge a little bit here to the height advantage to St. Mary's, so maybe that's where that zone defense comes into play and kind of even things out a little bit with that patented zone defense that Coach Yates plays.
Right, and Scott and Justin Rudin like to play the 2-3 zone defense as well, so this is like brother battling it out. It'll be a great game. It's always high intensity, and so great ball game here, great Saturday afternoon, great crowd filing in Paulina here, so it should be a good one.
And Kevin, if I recall right, these two met up last year in regional play to go to state, and that was a whale of a ball game. South O'Brien led a good part of that game. Of course, they lost some players from that year, that team last year, but that was a great game last year.
Correct, and Jackson Bunkers is just solid. Not only does he score 15 a game, but he's unselfish and he dishes out 5 assists a game. That's another 10 points, that he contributes. So,
all right, jump ball. South O'Brien wins the tip, and Wolverines on offense here first. Boston Riedemann on top for the South O'Brien here as we get underway in quarter number 1. And looks like St. Mary's starting in a man-to-man defense as Hudson Ullman drives, gets it off to Riedemann. Riedemann dish outside to Woodall. Put up a 3, it's good. Good start for South O'Brien. Ben Woodall buries the 3, and Wolverines up here 3-0. And first possession coming up here for Remsen St. Mary's.
Yeah, Ben Woodall has been really shooting the 3-ball well lately, getting 2-3 threes a game. One game he had 5, and so, hopefully that continues this afternoon.
3-point shot put up by Remsen St. Mary's, no good, and here we are back to South O'Brien shot. Woodall again, no good, and here comes St. Mary's back on offense quickly with Schrader.
Ryan Woolman, he's a big body in there, and he's athletic, and right there shows it. Went over the top, off the window too hard, but big guy.
That's right. All right, so 6:44 to go here in quarter number 1. It's 3-0 favors South O'Brien. Back with the ball. Woodall has it. Dribbling up top for the Wolverines. Gets it over in the corner to Sawyer. Sawyer dribbling. Looking for a teammate. Back to Woodall. St. Mary's looks set in that man-to-man defense. Ullman, as the shot clock gets down, tough jump shot up, no good, and the board's going to go to Remsen St. Mary's.
Yeah, defensive, rebounds are a specialty of the Hawks, and so offensive boards are going to be a premium for the Wolverines today. And there's Colin Holman going to work and getting a conventional 3-point play opportunity.
Holman averaging, 14 points a game, 8 rebounds a game, and a 72% free throw shooter. So the 6'5" sophomore having a good season for the Hawks.
Yep, he's a good young one coming up, and it seems like St. Mary's just kind of reloads every year with great talent.
All right, so 5:59 to go, and a shot up and made for South O'Brien.
Yeah, Hudson Ullman is very efficient with that little left-handed leaner in the paint. That's his bread and butter, 5 to 7 feet. He can elevate, and then being left-handed, it's just an advantage for him.
So 5:40 to go. Shot up for Remsen St. Mary's, no good. That was Ortman, but the follow-up is good. I believe they're going to count that. Yes, they are. And that was Holman once again with the follow-up.
Yeah, Coach Yates likes to reward his seniors, and he starts 5 seniors, and coming off the bench now is Willie Conley and David Botchin, who are going to be key next year for the Wolverines, and they combine for 23 points a game off the bench. So,
all right. Traveling violation. Kevin, I'm going to let you take it here for just a second and see if I can get things figured out here.
A little technical difficulty for some of you on the other end there. So we got St. Mary's with the ball with a 6-5 lead as Ortman is over to Bunkers, and Bunkers looks inside for Holman. Holman and Willman roaming the paint, and there's Holman, two big guys, and again, Colin Holman, a really nice sophomore. He's big, he's athletic, about 6'6" in there, and averaging 14 a game and about 10 rebounds per game. So, so David Botchin gets hand checked by Cale Ortman. Ortman out front with the Hawks playing in their man defense. They trap at half court if they can. So David Botchin to Willie, and Willie for three, in and out, no good. And Cale Ortman with the rebound. Over to Bunkers. Bunkers to Ortman, looking inside. Woolman back out to Schrader. Schrader to Ortman. Ortman looks inside, penetrates, and Willie Conley with the defensive board. So David Botchin up the floor in a hurry, looking for a seam, nothing there. And Woodall will reset into Conley, and Conley, beautiful pass by Ben Woodall, and no looker, Pete Maravich style, into Willie Conley, and Conley finishes nicely off the window.
Kevin, I'm going to redial in here to the station, so we'll keep going on Fuller Digital, and I'll call back into KCAT here.
Yeah, so we lost a little tech signal here, but I think you Fuller Digital fans are still on the air. Willie Conley pulls up with the three. And again, the Wolverines on a 2-3, and so the Hawks in a kind of a 2-1-2 high post offense, looking to penetrate inside. And inside is Jackson Bunkers, and Bunkers so efficient, high percentage shooter, 15 a game. So we got a 10-10 tie here from Paulina. David Botchin from 22, short off the front iron, and Schrader controls. Schrader over to Ortman. Ortman looking inside to Woolman and Holman. And Jackson Bunkers, nothing there. And Alex Schrader with a three. So, the Hawks out to a 13-10 lead. Willie Conley to Hudson Ullman. Hudson Ullman a little short off the front iron. And the St. Mary's Hawks control. And stolen by Sawyer Honkamp. Honkamp over to Boston Riedemann. Boston Riedemann, a little shake and bake, no good, and fouled. So Sawyer Honkamp hanging around in the paint, boxed out his guy and got the defensive rebound, and now got hammered, and he'll get 2 free throws to get this thing within 1. 2:33 left from Paulina, 13-10 Hawks over the Wolverines.
And we got us back on the radio here. I'm not sure. My wife texted and said, I don't know if I can hear you, but I think it was just her device. I don't think it was actually the radio, but we're good to go. So 2:33 to go, 13-11 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. And Kevin doing a great job on the play-by-play there. Sawyer Honkamp. Yep. Go ahead, Kevin.
No, Sawyer Honkamp is just that solid guy. He doesn't score a lot, but he's always around. He's always playing tough defense, very unselfish. Big part of Kylie Yates's offense and defensive schemes here. So inside, a nice play there to Colin Holman. Holman's just tough, big and strong and athletic.
Yeah, good look down low to him. We're coming up here on 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Boys action. Been a good first quarter so far, and unfortunately the ball goes out of bounds. Willie Conley not able to corral that one. And Ullman's going to check out. Boston Riedemann back in. And Boston Riedemann signed on to play college ball here.
Boston Riedemann's going to play football for the Morningside program over in Sioux City, obviously a perennial powerhouse. And so good best wishes to him, as he is a good athlete, and hope he can catch on there and play. And so
I know he's awful quick.
Good for Boston, yes. He was very quick.
Good little receiver on the football team.
Yes, I got a feeling that Morningside will probably look at him in the secondary, as I'm assuming, because he's pretty good lockdown corner.
Willie Conley made a basket there for South O'Brien, so it's 15-14 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's, and the three-pointer no good there from Cale Ortman. So South O'Brien back on offense, and Conley fires a three, no. Conley, a nice player off the bench for the Wolverines.
Yeah, Willie Conley has just steadily improved all year. He's up to 11 points a game, almost 6 rebounds a game. And, of course, David Botchin.
What a play over there. Got the steal, kept it in bounds, or kept the ball in bounds, but his body was out of bounds.
Right. He must have gotten his both feet back in bounds before he touched the ball, because there wasn't a violation. So, and
going to have a call here against South O'Brien, a foul, I believe, with 45 seconds to go. It's Remsen St. Mary's 15, South O'Brien 14.
And as expected, a great game from Paulina, 15-14 still. You look at the averages, and they're right on their quarter averages and a point away from each other. So very evenly matched team, and I think it's going to come down to defense and whoever has the fewest turnovers for this one.
Yeah, these players and coaches know each other well. Jackson Bunkers up top, looking down low. Back to Jackson. He shoots a jump shot from the corner. It's good. And Bunkers has a couple of baskets here in this first quarter. It's 17-14, and Coach Yates, usually a guy that likes the last shot, I believe, at the end of the first quarter here. So South O'Brien looking to do that here with 10 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. And a turnover, unfortunately. Here comes St. Mary's with the chance. All the way to the basket. No, a tough angle at it. And that is going to be the end of this first quarter. A really good one, as Kevin was saying, 17-14. Looking forward to the next quarter here, as we're going to continue with some great action. Back in 1 minute on Fuller Digital Solutions and KCHE Classic Hits.
When one door closes, another one opens. Because you chose to equip yourself with the
General Contracting, providing blue-collar work for blue-collar people. Brian Williams founded the company after a lifetime of construction trade experience. His goal, to bring a better experience at a better price. No cutting corners on the job, yet still the lowest price. He is a hard-working blue-collar guy making an honest living by providing work for blue-collar people. Contact Williams General Contracting in Calumet today by calling Brian at 712-229-2064.
Sioux Valley Family Health provides safe, effective menopause solutions.
St. Mary's with possession. 17-14, Hawks leading. A good solid first quarter there. And we got Peyton back here joining us for this second quarter of the boys game. Welcome back, Peyton.
Hey, thanks for having me.
All right, so turnover there. It's going to go back to South O'Brien here on offense. And these, like we were talking with your dad here, Kevin, these teams and coaches know each other really well, and just a dogfight every time they play each other.
Absolutely. I mean, the tenure of these two coaches, both been head coaches here. Great play there by Hudson Ullman, as we say this, but, Coach Yates has been head coach for 10 to 12 years, and as is Rudin, and they're great guys. Both coach up great teams every year, and great matchup.
Hudson Ullman, a crafty player, got the and one opportunity, misses the free throw, but does cut the lead to 1. And 6'1", but man, he plays a really good post for his size.
Absolutely, he does, and they're kind of all about the same size, and that's what makes South O'Brien so dangerous. Is they can they're all kind of interchangeable. They can all shoot. They can all go inside. But yeah, Hudson, a good strong presence there in the post.
And a turnover there from Bunkers, looking for a teammate. South O'Brien, and a kind of a wild shot put up there from South O'Brien on the transition, and then St. Mary's turns it back over.
And a great timeout call there by Kylie Yates.
Coach Yates on top of it there. Timeout with possession on the floor, so 30-second timeout. So your thoughts on the game so far, Payne?
Just a classic South O'Brien, Remsen St. Mary's basketball game. 1-point game. Not too much offense, but, a good portion of offense. Great defense, fast pace. And I was wrong as I spoke earlier. Kylie Yates actually his 17th year as head coach for South O'Brien. So, that just goes to show both these coaches very well known in the Warrior Conference and as well as the state of Iowa. So it's fun to see these two go face-to-face.
And I know he has one state title. How many trips to state has he had? Is it 2?
Kylie?
Yeah.
Two trips, 1 state title, and, the same goes for Rudin. Rudin's gone 4, 5, 6, something like that time. So,
yeah, so some good traditions here between these two teams for sure here. Good basketball in Northwest Iowa. And, of course, they play in Warrego Conference. That's a tough conference, too.
Absolutely.
Going to have a foul here called against Remsen St. Mary's. I think that was on Alex Schrader, and it was. That's going to be the fourth team foul. 6:37 to go here in quarter number 2. It's 17-16 in favor of the Hawks. Nice move from Riedemann. He drives up. And going to call a charge against Boston Riedemann. And that's a gutsy play from Schrader stepping in there, just picking up a foul, but does take the charge there.
Yeah, Schrader got great position on that, had both feet set for a couple seconds, and that was an easy call for the Stripes there going the other way.
Schrader back on offense with the Hawks and quickly back down. Schrader atop the key, gets it to the side, looking down low to Bunkers. Bunkers has it. Oh, a nice move from Jackson Bunkers. He faked the pass outside, turns around and gets the bank shot, so it's 19-16. And he is just he's a very headsy player.
Absolutely, and he has 6 early points here as well to assist the Hawks.
All right, South O'Brien back on offense, and St. Mary's sticking in the man-to-man defense here in the second quarter. Woodall outside on the baseline there. Gets it back to Riedemann. Riedemann looking to drive. Shot clock winding down. And ball's going to be out of bounds off of Boston Riedemann. A couple of times now, shot clock's gotten under 10 seconds.
It has. Got to give it up to the St. Mary's defense. They play man-to-man, and, it's really given the Wolverines, not issues, but it's made it hard for them to score the basketball as they play a very tight defense.
Making them work for it at least, looking for a good shot. Bunkers at the free throw line, looks down low to Willman, and he's going to be fouled. Ryan Willman. Of course, these Hawks won the 8-man player football championship this year, so they are used to being in big games and pressure games, and doesn't faze them one bit.
Absolutely, and I believe they've made the state tournament the past 3 or 4 years in a row as well here in basketball.
The Willman misses the first one. Yeah, they ran into Grandview Christian the past few years, and that's quite a challenge playing Grandview Christian.
Absolutely.
Willman goes 1 and 2 from the line. He's an 82% free throw shooter on the season. It's 20-16, 5.5 to go here in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. Dane Mormon with the ball. Tried to go to Conley, knocked out of bounds off of Remsen St. Mary's. And you notice the crowd come a little bit more alive here in this game.
Yeah, everybody's had their morning coffee, and now we're kind of settling in here on our 1 o'clock game, and yeah.
All right, Wolverines back on offense. That's Derek Polson into the game. I think this is his first minutes here. Polson hands it off, top Conley back to Mormon. Hudson Ullman, the senior left-hander. Gets it to Conley. Shot clock winding down, under 5. Conley left open, takes it, just grazes the rim. And St. Mary's has the rebound. That was Ortman. He gets it to Schrader. Quickly up the court. Bunkers, pump fakes. Nowhere to go with it. Gets it across over to Holman. And Schrader's going to put up a three and makes it. Alex Schrader, a difference maker for this Remsen St. Mary's team, coming back from an injury here. And a 7-point lead. Coach Yates wants a timeout. And he's going to take a full one. We'll take one with him back in 1 minute. Fuller Digital Solutions and Classic Hits 92.1.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, three-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders. You're gonna love the view.
Tree removal, knocking down buildings, and so much more. A bulldozer for pushing.
Since 1894, Primgar Savings Bank has been going the extra mile to serve its customers. In 125 years, a lot has changed, but what hasn't is Primgar Savings Bank's minimal fees, dependability, and their hometown service that sets them apart. Primgar Savings Bank takes pride in understanding your needs and your goals and working with you to find the best options available. Visit them online at www.savingsbankia.com.
23-16 against these Remsen St. Mary's Hawks, ranked 7th here in Class 1A. So South O'Brien on offense. Ullman has it. Back to Derek Polson. Over to Conley. Conley looking for a teammate. Gets it off to Hudson Ullman. Back to Conley, and a traveling violation. We'll turn it back over to Remsen St. Mary's.
Yeah, in a close game like this, 7 points seems like a lot, and especially when you get a turnover like that, it's just every play has so much weight to it in a close game like this.
That's for sure. Yeah, it does seem like a big lead. Even though it's not that big a lead at this point in the game. Holman down low, dishes it back out. Good ball movement from the Hawks. Put up a three from the corner, no good, but got his own rebound was Ortman. And Bunkers going to travel. Took an extra step there. So a turnover there from the Hawks. Get the ball back here to South O'Brien. So what's the, I know South O'Brien tradition there always has the towel there when players sub in and out.
Yeah, it's just kind of, you give them the towel, and if you don't have the towel, if you don't get the towel, you're not coming out of the game. So when you want to go in the game, got to have that towel. Give it to the person you're going in for, and it just helps with communication as well. Coach Yates coaches them up very well.
All right, missed three-pointer there from Woodall. So if you don't have the towel, you're staying on the bench.
That's right. It's happened before, Kyle. It's happened before.
All right, missed shot there from Remsen St. Mary's. Back to South O'Brien on offense here. Wolverines need a basket here, I feel like. Be huge here, Peyton, to get a basket here on this possession.
Absolutely, and we've said it before, but St. Mary's just with suffocating man-to-man defense right now, and you mix that with them hitting a few threes and getting it down low, it's hard to pull ahead. Derek
Polson going to put up a three, buries it. That's a big shot, sophomore Derek Polson, and that cuts the lead down to 4. And 2:50 to go here, 23-19 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. So Jackson Bunkers has the ball at the free throw line, looking for teammates. Gets it back to Schrader. He shoots a three. No. And we're going to have an offensive foul called against the Hawks. So a good possession there for South O'Brien on offense and defense. And here we go, chance to cut that lead down even a little bit more on this offensive possession with South O'Brien. Polson has it now. Gets it off to passing the ball around there quickly to Woodall. Back to Polson. David Botchin loses it, stolen away here by Schrader, and he's going to go all the way. Oh, he misses the layup. A break there for the Wolverines. Dane Mormon clears, and here comes South O'Brien back with Woodall. And they leave Derek Paulson open, shoots another three. Oh, in and out. Nice job by Mormon tipping it out, but Comes out to the one. Remsen St. Mary's Hawk out there was Jackson Bunkers, and he's going to be fouled. So kind of a fast pace there, but no scoring had there, back and forth action.
Yeah, Sawyer Hongcom got his hand in there. Kind of looked like mostly ball, but the refs saw a little bit different. And, yeah, just a kind of a scramble here the past minute and a half with no points. But that's just the game right now. Great defense.
All right, so St. Mary's in possession. Jackson Bunkers on the baseline. Gets it down to Ortman. Back to Bunkers. Looking down low. Back to Ortman in the corner. Bunkers. And good ball movement. Jump shot up from the baseline. No. We had a good look at it. Mormon clears the board. And here comes South O'Brien. Another chance to cut into that 4-point lead. Boston Riedemann just about lost it, but gets control back. Willie Conley has it. And a long three-pointer put up, no good. That was from David Botchin. And here comes St. Mary's back with 1:15 remaining on the clock. Good look down low, nice spin move. Up and in, Ryan Woolman. And 25-19 is our score now with 1:05 to go here in this second quarter.
Great move by Willman there, getting in the lane, little spin move to get free. Awesome play.
And Moorman looking down low for Conley, pass intercepted, or deflected and intercepted, and back to St. Mary's. And it's a 6-point game, so if you're Wolverines, you definitely like a stop here. St. Mary's was up by 7. That was their largest lead of this half so far. So the Hawks working the ball around on offense. Ortman has it down low. Down to 10 seconds on the shot clock, 30 seconds on the game clock. Bunkers head fake up, left-handed, good. Jackson Bunkers.
And that was a great possession by, if you're the St. Mary's Hawks. I mean, you use almost all the shot clock, and then you get a great shot fake there by Bunkers to get that 8-point lead.
Boston Riedemann 3. Oh, he buries the 3, and he gets fouled. Chance for a 4-point play. And that was Jackson Bunkers, I believe, on the foul.
Yeah, great shot there by Riedemann, and not many 4-point plays you get to see here at the high school level, but there was one right there. Great shot by Boston. Now they have a chance to cut this thing to 4 just like that.
Yeah, you don't see that play too often, but fun to see. They're a little short on the free throw, and tumble for the rebound. Man, a lot of contact, nothing called. And we'll go out of bounds off of South O'Brien, so back to the Remsen St. Mary's here with 6 seconds remaining.
And great aggressive job there by Riedemann to dive on the floor after his own missed shot, and you just love to see that.
And Bunkers hits Colin Holman down below the basket there as St. Mary's did the old drill where the ball doesn't hit the floor and passing up the court. And it's 27-25 with 3.4 seconds remaining. And Colin Holman going to go to the line to shoot 2. No good on the first one. Holman to have one more. He's a solid, well-built kid there, listed at 6'5" sophomore. And he gets the friendly roll on the second one. And he's going to get a break here for the final couple seconds remaining.
Yeah, Holman, a great big presence down there for the Hawks, and only a sophomore, like you said, so he's going to be around for a couple years yet.
The officials stopping to check the clock here. I think it was at 3.4 when they went to the free-throw line, but changed to 2.4 in between for some reason. So trying to get that corrected here, and that second could make a difference here in this final possession here for South O'Brien.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, a second is a difference between only getting to the half-court line and getting to maybe even the three-point line, so it's a big deal. Still trying to figure it out here.
Have noticed a little bit more of that this year, with the shot clock. It hasn't expired a lot, but sometimes the shot clock goes off and the officials know, hey, this is where it was at because of that, and have adjusted the clock probably a little bit more in the past that I've seen from this year. So how soon does the alumni game start after this game?
It's pretty much as soon as this game wraps up. I think we're getting the older guys on there, and we'll see what they got.
All right, here we go. 3.4 on the clock. Riedemann has it. Going to put up a half quarter, and it's going to be short. It's going to be 28-22 here at halftime. Entertaining, good first half here from Paulina. And we'll come back here with some scoring recap. I know head coach Scott Wilman's also going to come join us here from the Remsen St. Mary's Hawks team. Back in 1 minute here on KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Hospitals and health systems play a vital role in the well-being of their communities. I'm Marty Guthmiller, CEO of...
What does EverTech mean to you?
It means internet made real easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, it means no limits.
Well, they are a lot more than just great internet. They have served rural Northwest Iowa internet customers for more than 30 years.
It means solid internet at a great price, and it's dependable too. With 24/7 tech support, we know we're always covered.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. Get EverTech's No Limits internet in 20 counties in Northwest Iowa.
Mike and Michelle Holback with Grant.
Probably the biggest thing that we do a little bit different than a lot of schools is the live work side of the world. So when we teach our students, we actually, if you look around the shop and see what they're working on, in most cases it's a customer car, and so they get real world application.
Our engineering design program is basically drawing components, manufacturing of the components, and then we get into the inspection of the components. So they got to create it, make it, and inspect it just as they would in industry.
Buildings and its contents, as well as the liability of family members and livestock. At J&K Insurance and Real Estate, we aim to simplify home, farm, and auto insurance by listening to your needs, then working hard to research and obtain the insurance that will fit those specific needs. We will work to help you understand the different types of coverage that are available to you.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has served the unique needs of the ag industry. As members of your community, we get to know you and your operation, providing coverage for your farm, ranch, machinery, livestock, and so much more. Find out why we're the #1 ag insurer. It's your future. Let's protect it.
In Primgar, your Farm Bureau agent is Danielle Rader.
#1 ag insurer across our 8-state territory. 2018 SNL PNC Group Direct Written Premium.
Ethanol fuel helps reduce and control hazardous.
Big store selection with small town service. Yes, that's right. Whether you need bedroom furniture or are looking for decorations to make your home feel more like a home, check out Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids. Snooks carries a large selection of chairs, recliners, sofas, dressers, and more, with the individual customer service to help you find what works best for you.
Please consider the original Snooks Carpet and Furniture in Sioux Rapids on your way anyway and online at snooks1.com.
14-5 overall. Remsen St. Mary's 14-2. I think head coach Scott Wilman from the girls was going to come up here, unless maybe he forgot here at halftime. But we'll go through some scoring recap for you here and see if coach comes up here. For Remsen St. Mary's, Alex Schrader has 6 points, couple three-pointers for him. Cale Ortman averaging 12 points a game, no points there in that first half. Ryan Willman with 3 points. Jackson Bunkers has 10, and Colin Holman has 10 for the Hawks. For your South O'Brien Wolverines, Hudson Ullman has 4 points. Derek Polson, 3 points on that three-pointer. Boston Riedemann, 3 points. Made that three, got fouled, wasn't able to finish the 4-point play, but exciting to get a three-pointer in there and get fouled. Sawyer Hunkamp has 2 points. Willie Conley with 7 points, and Ben Woodall with 3. So, like I mentioned, we are at halftime here. We got about 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go here until the start of this third quarter. Should be a great second half here coming up here from Polina. I'll take another timeout here. We'll see if Coach Scott Wilman comes up here to talk to us. I'm trying to find him here in the crowd, not seeing him, so wonder if maybe he kind of forgot about coming up here. But we're at halftime here. We'll take a break. We'll come back here in a little bit. Thanks for joining us here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Ken's Feed Store in Calumet and Sutherland.
Community Agency knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. It's a journey to experience with the fastest internet speeds available. Contact TCA, connect to the speed you need, and enjoy the ride.
For questions on the services they offer,
When was the last time you reviewed your insurance policies? Hi, this is Kent Faust, and our goal at South O'Brien Insurance is to provide the broadest coverage at the most affordable cost. Insurance has changed dramatically over the years, and now, more than ever, a comparison may be to your advantage. Call South O'Brien Insurance today to see what we can do for you.
1-877-446-2350 for GS.
Broadway Marketplace, Polina. New styles, new decor, new vibe. You can find it all at Broadway Marketplace, Polina. Here's a look at what we have on display now. We have a full-service floral shop for any occasion, great selection of gifts, and we offer private classes. We do wedding installs too, and more. Find us on Facebook. Visit our store downtown Polina Wednesday through Saturday, and let us know how we can help you. You'll always find something you love at Broadway Marketplace.
Or Dr. Taylor Lefebvre at Marcus.
Did you know Iowa is the 12th largest milk-producing state in the United States? In Iowa, the average dairy cow produced 7 gallons of milk per day, and in May, Iowa dairy farms produced approximately 451 million pounds of milk. Rhoda Dairy is a proud dairy farm right here in O'Brien County and provides local jobs. When you sit down for your next meal, enjoy a nice cold glass of milk to go with it. Rhoda Dairy would like to wish the South O'Brien Wolverines the best of luck all season long.
We're at halftime here from Polina. It is 28-22 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's over the South O'Brien Wolverines here in this boys game. And Kevin, if you're Coach Yates here at halftime, what's your message to your team?
To take care of the basketball, and that's what it comes down to in these games with St. Mary's. It's it's finishing at the hoop and efficiency, taking care of the basketball, and because every possession is so valuable. Again, we're at 28-22. It's going to be, a relatively low-scoring basketball game, and so, it's important to not turn the ball over.
Yeah, and when your son Peyton was on there in that second quarter, a 6-point, 7-point lead, it isn't really that big a lead, but it seems like a big lead in a game like this.
In a game like this, it's a big lead, and so noticing that the Wolverines start out right away with the possession, and so if they can capitalize on that first possession and get that momentum back, not that they lost momentum, but get momentum to start the second half and take advantage, that'll be key.
And I'm kind of guessing that's probably the same message from Scott and Justin Rudin. A few more turnovers probably than the Hawks would have liked in that first half on their part also.
Correct. It's been pretty even, I believe. I'm just looking at the scoring here, which we'll go over in a second. But the Hawks have scored 18 points in the paint, and that's 18 out of 28. That's pretty substantial. So I think Coach Yates is talking about suffocating the paint area, especially Colin Holman and Ryan Willman. Those guys are efficient in there, and if they can limit their attempts in the paint, I think that'll help as well.
Sure. Well, we got about 2 minutes to go here. Kevin, if you want to run through that scoring here, and we'll take a quick commercial here before we get started here with the second half.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. Again, Kevin and Peyton Brasser with you with Fuller Digital Solutions and KCHE 92.1 today with Kyle Jorgensen at Play-by-Play. So thank you again to J&K Insurance, Polina Body Shop, and Cherokee Regional Medical for being our primary sponsors today. Nice crowd out here on a Saturday afternoon. Right after this game is the annual alumni game, which is getting to be a big deal here at South O'Brien. So for Scott Woolman's Hawks, Alex Schrader has 6 points. Cale Ortman has yet to score, and he's a 12-point per game scorer, so doing a good job defensively on him. Ryan Woolman with 3 points, Jackson Bunkers with 8, and Colin Holman, like I said, 10 points all in the paint. He's a big body in there. For Coach Yates's Wolverines, Hudson Ullman with 4, Derek Paulson with 3, Boston Riedemann with 3, Sawyer Honkamp with 2, Willie Conley with 7, Ben Woodall with 3. So again, it's very balanced scoring for the Wolverines, and hopefully that'll be to our advantage in the second half.
Yeah, for sure. Take care of that ball and get some good looks and see if maybe down 6. It's like I said, it's not an insurmountable lead by any means, but seems big in a game like this. So we'll take a quick 1-minute timeout, and we'll come back here for the start of this third quarter.
As a parent, you have a choice in your child's education. Zion St. John Lutheran School believes all children deserve a quality, well-rounded education with a curriculum written with a biblical worldview. With a student-teacher ratio of 8-to-1, you can be sure your child's specific learning styles are met. Zion St. John offers affordable pricing with tuition assistance and is open to all denominations. For more information of the benefits Zion St. John Lutheran School can offer your child, visit their website or give them a call today.
FAR, your goal the sky, your aim the stars. Your dreams are out there, and Western Iowa Tech and Cherokee can help you achieve them. If you are school-aged and
organized, but right again, Jackson Bunkers, you know, he's the heart and soul of this team, and that's why he leads in assists and points, 24-38, and so the Wolverines down 14 here. Need to convert a couple possessions here, as again the smothering man defense by the Hawks is the reason they're 14-2.
All right.
So Conley with the basketball here, and we're back.
Yeah, thanks, Kevin. Just had a little call there I had to take, but go ahead, Kevin. I'll let you keep going here.
Well, Hudson Ullman there with a little scoop oop and converts, and that's a big
It
possession. Was quite a drought there for the Wolverines, and so they get back on the board here. It's now 12, 38-26. Cale Ortman now hits a three, and Boy, it's they're just solid. It's 15, and the Wolverines are going to have to dig out of this hole here. And it's not for bad defense. It's just the Hawks are tough. So.
All right, missed three-pointer there from South O'Brien. And was there a play down low, Kevin? I think South O'Brien wanted maybe a foul called on, but nothing called.
Yeah, that was a push foul, but it was kind of incidental, and it could go either way.
All right, so missed jump shot there from Jackson Bunkers, and Wolverines need to string together a few good offensive possessions here, get a couple of baskets, and maybe cut this thing back down to single digits. Feel like they got a chance to get back in it. And as Ullman goes, it's blocked by Ortman. Ortman's going to go all the way in and score. Or excuse me, that was Ryan Woolman. So Ryan Woolman scores, and just like that, Kevin, up to 17-point advantage.
Yeah, the Hawks can do that to you. They get on a streak, and they are so good defensively that their transition points bounce up in a hurry. But there, David Botchin had an answer. So with 4 minutes left from Polina here, big War Eagle Conference game, the Wolverines climb back to within 14, but then once again, Ryan Woolman with another jumper from about 12 feet.
Well, the Hawks just come at you quick, don't they?
They do.
And three-pointer put up, no good from Riedemann, and it's 45-29 with 3:43 to go. And apologize there, we had a little audio difficulty there, but we should be good to go here again. And looks like a 30-second timeout there by Remsen St. Mary's. So it was 28-22 at halftime. So Remsen St. Mary's nice scoring quarter here. So for South O'Brien, this final 3:43, just want to get some stops on defense and get a couple of baskets here. Try to get it down to maybe single digits head into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, there's where the Hawks' transitional defense, they get every defensive board. I don't know how many offensive boards we have, not too many today. And boy, the Hawks get that ball out in a hurry and in transition, and they're converting. They're efficient on the other end of the court on a fast break and so forth. And now their big guys are starting to shoot from a little ways out and 12, 14-footers, and it's just tough to guard.
They are. They can come at you from a lot of different angles there. Just an experienced team, and going to have a offensive foul called against Jackson Bunkers here. Kind of put his shoulder down, and so Jackson will get the call against him. That's his second, and the second team foul. And that kind of fired up the crowd a little bit.
Yeah, St. Mary's crowd gets fired up, and they didn't think Jackson Bunkers charged there, but he did lower the shoulder a little bit. And
unfortunately, though, Kevin, a turnover. South O'Brien traveled and gives it right back to South O'Brien here, or to St. Mary's, excuse me.
Yeah, 16-point advantage. If the Wolverines here can whittle into this thing and maybe get it under 10 going into the fourth, that'd be a big deal. But so Dane Mormon there with a big rebound.
Kind of a little bit more of a forced shot there, I thought, from Schrader that last time, and then Willie Conley gets the charge call against him. So right back to St. Mary's here as Conley was going to the hoop.
Yeah, the Wolverines had some chances there to capitalize on some St. Mary's turnovers, but they did not. And it continues to be a 16-point advantage for the Hawks.
3 minutes to go here, so plenty of time for South O'Brien to get back in. There's a step in the passing lane, and just about an and one opportunity there for Sawyer Holmkamp. And nice job getting out in that passing lane, getting the steal.
Yeah, Sawyer's, like I mentioned earlier in the first half, Sawyer's always around and always solid defensively. And, he contributes more than just in the stat category. He's intangible and just does a nice job and usually knocks down his free throws. So see if we can claw back into this thing.
All right, so he hits the first, cuts it to a 15-point lead. If we can get one more here and cut it down to 14. And Sawyer's second shot is good. 6'1" senior, goes 2 for 2 from the line. And here comes St. Mary's back on offense. And South O'Brien, 2-3 zone defense here. See if they can get another good stop or a turnover.
You always know that Coach Yates' Wolverines will never give up. In fact, their tenacity will get more intense being down, and they play hard, and so do the Hawks.
A little talk down there to the players. I don't know if things may be getting a little chippy out there on the court, but 2:38 to go. Foul down below against South O'Brien's David Botchin. That's his third. And a turnover here on the inbounds play, just what South O'Brien needed. And all the way in, no, but follow-up good. Derek Paulson, nice job. You never assume that you're going to make a shot on the fast break, and a good job there following up.
You know, Derek Paulson there, a nice sophomore, getting a lot of playing time, and got the conventional three-point play opportunity, and he converts. So nice job by Derek Paulson.
So Kevin, down to 11-point game, and that's what we were kind of saying. If they could get it maybe to single digits here heading in the fourth quarter, you feel like you got a chance. And South O'Brien doing a good job on a little run here. St. Mary's Bunkers turns in the lane. Just about lost it, gets it out to Schrader. And a 3-second violation going to be called against Remsen St. Mary's.
That's a big call, a momentum swing here for the Wolverines. Like I said, if they could chip away, get under 10, and get that thing to 8 or so going into the fourth quarter, we have a shot.
All right, South O'Brien back on offense. 2:05 to go, third quarter. And a tough shot there and up and good. I don't know how Sawyer made that one, but that was a good shot, 36-45. Kind of a running jump or one-handed shot. And St. Mary's back scores there with Alex Schrader. Gets it back to a 11-point advantage here for Remsen St. Mary's. All the way in, missed is Sawyer Hunkamp, and he's going to be a foul on him after the play, I believe.
Yeah, Sawyer really been a spark plug this third quarter for the Wolverines, and just trying to do a little too much there, but good job by Sawyer Hunkamp.
Trying to help out in the scoring department where South O'Brien need a little help here, and Wolverines extended a little bit further out with their zone here, putting some pressure on. Minute and a half to go here in this third quarter. It's 47-36 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. Hawks moving the ball around the perimeter, being patient on offense. Had a couple of looks that haven't taken them so far. Shot clock down to 10 seconds. And down low to Willman. And he tried to go down low to Holman, but they say out off of South O'Brien, hit the side of the backboard. So 6 seconds on the shot clock, and St. Mary's inbound it with Holman.
Yeah, big possession here for the Wolverines if they can get a defensive stop here.
Down to 3 seconds.
So 3 seconds. The desperation and shot clock violation. So good job by the Wolverine defense. To hold this Hawk offense to a shot clock violation is a big deal. So maybe a little momentum swing here. And if the Wolverines can convert here and get this thing back under 10. Woodall for 3 is good. Boy, that was a big shot by Ben Woodall, falling backwards. So it's 8 points.
Boy, that is tough to shoot when you're falling backwards from a 3, but he got to go. Like you said, an 8-point game here, Kevin, with 35 seconds left, and three-pointer from St. Mary's, in and out, no good. That was by Cale Ortman, and here comes South O'Brien. Maybe get it down to 6. Three-pointer up from the corner.
Partially blocked there.
No good. So St. Mary's gets it back, and Coach Rudin says, let's hold for the last shot here.
That's not what Coach Yates wanted either. He wanted to settle things down, but any open look against this Hawk defense is something. There's a charge, and that was an easy call on Alex Schrader.
And he didn't like that real well either. Kind of threw the ball to the end of the baseline there, but charge against Alex Schrader. 6 seconds to go. South O'Brien here maybe get a good look here before the end of the quarter, and they get it to go.
Rattled home. Ben Woodall again. Nice job, Ben. And wow, we went from 16 or 17 down, and now we're 6 down. So we're right where we want to be, in that 6-point range.
That was an impressive run there to end the quarter. We'll be back here to finish things off. Thanks for joining us today on KCHE and Classic Hits and Fuller Digital Solutions.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, three-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders. You're gonna love the view.
Number one priority at Orange City Area Health System.
A good bank can be much more than just the place you cash your checks. Savings Bank of Primgar has been serving farmers and small businesses for over 125 years, providing their customers with minimal fees, superior customer service, and the dependability that you just can't get from the big banks. Visit Savings Bank of Primgar today, where you're more than just a name. Or visit them online to see what they can do for you.
With the ball, they're going down low, blocked, but a foul going to be called as Ryan Willman went up with it. And Coach Yates got to be happy with the way South O'Brien finished that quarter.
Oh, absolutely. 17-point lead there at one point for the Hawks, and that's huge in this game. So to get it to 6 right now, Wolverine fans and Coach Kylie Yates got to be pretty happy.
Ryan Willman converts, and that is a big foul. Their fourth foul against South O'Brien's David Botchin, and that's the 15th foul. So neither team in the bonus yet, but a big foul against Botchin. Willman goes 2 for 2, and it's back up to a 8-point advantage here with 7:40 to go here in this fourth quarter. So South O'Brien kind of feel like they got some momentum, and travel going to be called there as Sawyer. I don't know if he thought maybe a defender was right behind him and he wasn't there or what happened, but took an extra step.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He kind of tried to make a move there, and he went up against him, but he wasn't even there, and he fell back a little bit, and now that's a travel. It's going the other way. All
right, so St. Mary's breaks the press here, and back on off. Bunkers has it. Kind of the floor leader out there. He'd leave him alone, and he just takes the easy shot. He's so patient there on offense, and that's a 2-point basket for Bunkers, back up to a 10-point game here, 51-41, with 7:12 to go here in this fourth quarter. South O'Brien working the ball on offense. Willie Conley gets blocked on the 3. Hudson Ullman gets it up, no good. Battle for the board, and a nice job. Boston Riedemann gets the board down low. He gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, great offensive rebound there by Riedemann. Gives the Wolverines a second chance here. And these free throws, I feel like there's going to be a lot of free throws at the end of this game, and they're going to be big.
Yeah, that can be a free-throw line can be a difference maker in the game, that's for sure. As Riedemann connects on the first one there. One more coming up. So South O'Brien put a little press on. Have you seen that throughout the year here and there?
Yeah, I think they kind of come out with it once in a while, depending on what's going on in the game. Kind of looks like this is kind of just a 2-guard trap press, and nothing crazy, but just a different look that they're giving the Hawks right now.
Maybe just make them use a little shot clock and force them into a quicker shot, maybe. St. Mary's driving. Bunkers up and under, and just about got it to go, but he's going to get fouled, and he's one of those players that feels like he's been there for 8 years. He's just been around for a long time, just crafty, good solid ball player.
Exactly. It kind of seems like St. Mary's just always has somebody coming, and they play as a sophomore, and then they play a couple more years, and like you said, it seems like these players have been here forever, but God, they just mesh well, they pass the ball well, and they just got great chemistry.
Bunkers goes 2 for 2 from the line. So it's back up to a 10-point advantage here with 6:40 to go here in this fourth quarter. And South O'Brien just got to keep getting the points on the board and get some stops on defense here. It's a tough task against this St. Mary's team, but down 17, got to 6, so they know they can do it. Riedemann gets tied up a little bit. Back to Riedemann in the baseline. He's going to put up a 3. Oh, that thing looked online just a little short. And St. Mary's has the rebound. Get it up quickly to Bunkers. He's going all the way to the hoop. I thought he lost control of the ball before he actually got to the rim, but they call a foul against South O'Brien.
I did too, and the Wolverines honestly got kind of lucky there. They caught him looking, and he almost had a wide open layup. So, you know, in a way, it's kind of a good foul, and now he has to earn it from the line here.
So Jackson Bunkers back to the line, and there you go. He misses the first one.
There you go.
So.
Yeah, and if you're the Wolverines, it's one play at a time. You know, you look up at the scoreboard, it's a double-digit lead, but you can't look at it as that. You got to look at it as one play, one stop.
And Bunkers goes 0 for 2, but then we're going to have a foul called against Remsen St. Mary's. So a good foul it turned out to be. And it looks like, we're going to have a bonus situation here for South O'Brien. So just what you want if you're Coach Yates. You can get some points on the board without any time coming off the clock.
Absolutely. And these South O'Brien shooters, I mean, they're great shooters. I mean, usually 3 to 4 players on the floor can shoot the free throws and 3 all at the same time. So like we said before, free throws are going to be huge down the stretch here.
All right, so Riedemann knocks down the first one. The senior, one more. And misses that one, but it is a 9-point game. So if you're South O'Brien, you got to string together a few stops in a row here and get some baskets on your end. So Bunkers with the ball right in the middle of that zone defense as St. Mary's moves it around. And a turnover, there you go, just what South O'Brien needed as Ortman was trying to go back to Bunkers, and it gets intercepted. And a three-pointer put up just off. Fight for the board comes to Holman. So Derek Polson had a good look at it, just not able to convert there. And 5.5 to go. It's 53-43 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. As South O'Brien in that zone defense, looking for another turnover to get the ball back on offense. Shot put up, no good. And it's going to go against a foul here against Remsen St. Mary's. So, hey, South O'Brien will take that back to the free-throw line with the clock stopped.
They'll take that. And, yeah, like we said before, both teams in the bonus. Every foul is a chance for points.
That's going to be on Colin Holman, his second. It's going to be the 8th team foul. And Hudson Ullman, the left-hander. And I thought from the get-go that was just a bit strong, and it was. Scramble on the floor, going to be a jump ball called, and they'll stay with South O'Brien. Hudson Ullman, 63% free throw shooter on the year. All right. So back into the ball game as David Botchin's got those 4 fouls. Get it into Conley. Conley jump shot. No good, but he's fouled as he goes up. So Willie Conley will go to the free-throw line. Nice set inbounds play there from Coach Yates.
Yeah, that was a great play to get Conley open there, and he's really good at that short corner shot, 8 to 10 feet, and it worked out well there. Just got to make those free throws, Kyle. Free throws are huge.
They are, yeah. They are leaving some points off the board here as he misses the first one. One more up here for Conley. Makes that one. And it's down to an 8-point game with just a little over 5 minutes to go. You feel like South O'Brien defense has picked up the pace here a little bit. Now you just need their offense to match them. Ortman three-pointer from the corner, no. And Willman chases it down. And that's always the tough part of a zone defense is the rebounding part of it.
It is. That ball can bounce over you so easy, and it goes right back out to the opposing team's guards, and you saw that happen right there.
Jackson Bunker is going to put up a 3 from the baseline, no. And South O'Brien with the board, quickly pushing it up the court. Looking down low, up and good. Nice look down there to Derek Paulson. And it is a 6-point game with 4:36 to go. And a timeout here from Remsen St. Mary's. So we'll just keep it here this timeout. And Peyton back to a 6-point game. You know, it was 17, back to 6, back up to 10, 12 there, back to 6 again here. So you got to feel Coach Yates get a few more stops and you can tie this thing up.
Absolutely. It's kind of seemed like tonight it's been this afternoon rather, it's been a game of runs, you know. As Kyle mentioned, the lead was up to 17 and then it got back down to 6. And so absolutely, I mean, this game can turn on a dime, and 6 points is kind of a lot, but from what we've seen so far, it can change before your eyes. So like I was saying, one play at a time, one stop at a time. Never know what can happen here.
That's a great way to look at it here. You can't catch up on one possession or one defensive stop. You know, you got to take every play, like you said, one at a time, and just make the play each time and work your way back into it here. So that was a timeout from St. Mary's. Both teams with just 2 timeouts remaining in this final 4:36, and I'm going to take a bet that both teams will use those timeouts yet here coming up. So 4:30 to go, 53-47 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. It's always a good battle between these two schools. Jackson Bunkers over to Ortman, looking down low to Holman. Try to feed it in there, nowhere to go. Lucky to get it back was Holman. Back to Bunkers. Shot clock under 10 seconds. And they're going to call a block violation against Bunkers, and he wants the continuation there. I don't think they're going to give it to him, though, are they? 1-1. Nope.
They're not. Said he was on the floor. Coach Yates also not happy about that one. So kind of both sides upset about that call.
That's the fourth foul on Sawyer Hunkamp. So
I don't know. It kind of looks like he had his feet set, but I think he moved it kind of there at the last second, hoping for the charge call, but instead it went the other way. Now they're shooting free throws.
Bunkers makes the first and makes the second. Back up to an 8-point advantage here, and we got half of this fourth quarter remaining with 4:02 left on the clock here. South O'Brien got to be efficient on offense here and get points just about every possession. Moorman puts up a three, no good. And the rebound goes to Willman. And St. Mary's a crafty team here. I'm going to imagine they're going to use quite a bit of the shot clock.
Absolutely. You know, I'm guessing they'll probably try and run that thing down to about 10 unless they get a good look. But they pass the ball around so well, it's hard to stop it.
And just as you say that, they kind of cut through that zone. They get it all the way down to Holman, and he gets the basket up and in. He's up to 13. Willie Conley back with the three, no good. And it's a 10-point advantage here with 3:21 to go. Man, this momentum in this game has just been back and forth all game long.
It has been. You know, it's never over till there's triple zeros on the clock, but, man, 10 points with 3 to go, it's big.
Especially against just a seasoned team like this that, you know, like you said earlier, they're not going to take a shot unless it's a really good look. Otherwise, they're going to work the clock down. So we're at 3:06 remaining, fourth quarter. St. Mary's with the ball up 10, and Schrader takes a wide-open three, and he hits it. That's his fifth three-pointer of this game, and that's huge. That puts St. Mary's up by 13. And South O'Brien got to get some points up here quickly. Good look down low, turn up and good. That was a nice look down low for David Botchin, and it cuts it to 11.
Yeah, great play there. Now we got that shot clock like we were talking about implemented this year, and, I mean, the Hawks are forced to shoot it.
That's right, yeah. Normally they could just play keep away from you for quite a while, but three-pointer put up, Schrader no. And I'm surprised they didn't stop to fix the net before that. The net stayed on the rim on the previous three, and now they're going to fix it. All right. So Woodall jumps up there, fixes the net, and 2:23 to go. 60-49 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. South O'Brien needs a bucket here.
Yeah, I don't want to say they need to rush it, but they definitely need to have some urgency. I mean, 11 points is about 4 or 5 possessions. And, man, that's a lot to get here with only 2 minutes left.
And a wide-open look there for Botchin. Just, you know, that's what you want, but not able to make the basket, unfortunately. And St. Mary's with the board back on offense here. 20 seconds on the shot clock and minute 50 on game clock, and just taking their time. Ortman, travel, took an extra step over there on the baseline. So turn it back over to South O'Brien with a minute 46.
And, you know, they still don't need a three. I mean, if you can get a quick layup here, a wide-open layup, they'll take it, but.
Yeah, that seems to be a lot of things teams do. They get behind, they go right for threes, and you don't have to go for a three. Conley goes to the basket, misses. Follow-up, no good. And here we're gonna start fouling here as Woodall fouls Bunkers.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what else you can do at this point, Kyle. I mean, the Wolverines kind of gotta do something, and they resort to that fouling strategy. And after this one, it'll be 2. So,
and a good shooting three-throw team here too. Oh, and he misses. As I say that, announcer's jinx is what they would say, but. 60-49, minute 23 or so left on the clock. Long three-pointer put up, and it's good.
There you go.
Ben Woodall buries one from deep. And we're going to have a full timeout. We're going to take one with them back here in 1 minute. KCHE, Classic Hits, and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Are you building a new home or remodeling?
Customers deserve great internet too. This is Doug from EverTech. You deserve EverTech's no limits internet and the personal service that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bringing customers like you reliable, unlimited internet. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
Mortensen from J&K Insurance and Real Estate.
I like living in the dorms at NCC because it's a short walk to class. We do get free perks on campus. We get free laundry, we get free cable, free internet, free utilities. I do feel like I'm getting the college experience at NCC.
At NCC, we have EMT classes that cover many things: trauma emergency, medical emergencies, all the way to delivering a baby. There's just many more opportunities for EMS that allow you to grow not only as a person, but in your career as well.
5 North 2nd Street, Cherokee.
All right, full time out there from Coach Kylie Yates, 52-60, minute 19, and full court press coming up here from the Wolverines. And they able to get it in to Schrader. He's going to get fouled.
Yeah, and what you want to do if you're the Wolverines now, yes, you do need to foul, but go for that steal first, and you never know if you pop it out of his hands and go and get a layup. But, I mean, if you're going to foul, you might as well try and get that ball in the process. But Wolverines kind of got no other option here but to foul.
Yeah, a quick steal you're always looking for, or a turnover, but if you don't get that, you got to foul. Try to extend this game out as long as you can. Schrader goes 1 of 2, so, get a basket here, that you'll take that.
Absolutely.
South O'Brien going to put up a long three. No, but Conley there kind of played hot potato with it under the baseline. Bunkers has it, gets it out to Ortman. Had a wide open Willman down below, but just hangs on to it. So 58 seconds remaining, and St. Mary's going to go back to the free throw line up here, 61-52.
Yeah, big free throws coming up here. Might maybe be looking like it's over. Don't want to say anything too soon, but these might be the nail in the coffin here tonight.
Kale Ortman, the quarterback for St. Mary's football team, had a great year. Obviously winning state, so that's a pretty good year, but one more coming up. Ortman misses both, so kind of keeps South O'Brien hopes alive here a little bit here at the end of this game. Woodall dribbles, picks up his dribble, nowhere to go with it, gets it off to Botchin.
And they got to go here.
They do, and boy, for St. Mary's, you don't want to foul there. It's 44 seconds left, and it's going to send South O'Brien to the free throw line. That's going to be the third foul on Kale Ortman. Free throw's good. One more coming up for Botchin.
I'm expecting the Kyle. I'm expecting the Wolverines to kind of come out in a press right away here as they do and get that foul with half a second off the clock only.
I was going to say it's kind of a senior-led team here for South O'Brien. You got, Hudson Ullman, Van Lift out with the injury this year, Honkamp, Dane Moorman. So a lot of seniors on this team that they're going to miss next year, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, but you still got some juniors, and Willie Conley and young players like Derek Paulson. He'll find some replacements for him. I know that.
All right, Jackson Bunkers goes 1 of 2 from the line. And it's 62-54. And Conley is going to be fouled.
I don't know if that's a good foul or not.
Boy, the coaches, St. Mary's coaches, Rudins didn't like that very well.
I don't think they did either.
From their team. And they're checking here to see if maybe it's the 5th foul. I think it's just 4. So a little official meeting down there to see how many fouls are on Colin Holman with 39 seconds remaining. 8-point game. South O'Brien could cut it to 6 here as Willie Conley goes to the free throw line.
Yeah, and St. Mary's saying he has 4. South O'Brien saying he has 5. No surprise there.
So a little difference here in the game. I guess they can rewind the fuller digital tape and go through it if they want, but it might
There you
be
go.
here for a little bit.
Might be here for a little bit. Yeah, and it's a big deal because Homan such a big piece of the St. Mary's offense and defense here at the end of this game, and if he's out, that's a big presence loss. So it looks like he only has 4.
All right, so official count will stay at 4 here for the final. I shouldn't say that he'll be in the rest of the game, but 39 seconds remaining. So Conley going to the line, shooting 2. Makes the first one. Coach Yates going to call a timeout here, you think, if he makes both of these maybe and set things up?
I would probably say, it looks like he's going to let him play, I guess.
All right. So a quick foul as Woodall fouls Bunkers.
And you see Woodall went for the ball there. He's not just hacking the arms. He did go for the ball, and that's what we were saying earlier.
And St. Mary's has missed a few free throws. It's kind of kept South O'Brien in the game a little bit.
They have. And there you go. Announcers jinx again the other way. You say that, and now they make them.
Bunkers makes that one. He's got one more. It's a 7-point game. And he makes both. Back up to 8. All the way to the rim. Oh, nice play. David Bachin goes all the way to the rim and scores. And, boy, he was moving quick, had a nice angled shot, gets it to fall. 29 seconds remaining, and it's a 6-point game, so not over yet. You get a quick steal and a basket. Keep you right in this
That's
thing.
right. It's not over yet. And I think, the talk right now is if a few seconds came off the clock there, and now they put 2 seconds back on, so 31 instead of 29. Coach Yates was right on top of that timeout as soon as the ball went through the basket. The time wasn't quite stopped soon enough, but they got her fixed. 31.5 left now.
Just what I mentioned, too, on our AM 1440 station right now, we got the Iowa Hawkeye basketball game on. Hawkeyes taking on Illinois here today. And then after the conclusion of that game, should be over with in time unless there's some overtime or something going on. But we'll have Cherokee Braves basketball for you on AM 1440. That's about 5:30 tip-off against Sheldon tonight, just a boys game. Kind of get to the end of the year like that and not always double headers anymore. It's crazy how fast this basketball season goes by. So St. Mary's in and bound the ball here under their own South O'Brien's basket. They get it in, and fouled immediately is going to be Kel Ortman. He's a 71% free throw shooter. For the players out there on the court, Schrader's an 88% free throw shooter, Ortman 71, Willman 82, Bunker 73, and Holman 72. So not a real bad free throw shooter out there.
Not a bad free throw shooter, and I'm assuming Rudin kind of orchestrated that one. So yeah, it makes it dangerous. I mean, if you're the Wolverines, you really don't have time to decide who to foul anyway. You just got to foul right away. But, yeah, having 5 guys on the floor that can make a free throw at any time sure helps the Hawks.
Kel Ortman makes that first one. He'll have one more coming up. Goes 2 for 2 from the line. And South O'Brien got a score in a hurry here now, down by 8. Three-pointer from the corner. Oh! He is fouled and makes the 3. And that's going to keep things interesting here at the end of the game. Is that Boston Riedemann? Yes.
Not going away.
That's 2. What's the chances of that happening? 2 3-point shots being fouled on in the game. Cuts it down to 5 here with 21 seconds.
I haven't seen one all year, and we got 2 tonight.
All right, Riedemann gets the opportunity. He makes it. 4-point play. 21 seconds. Bunkers has it. Got a foul. And they do. 18 seconds remaining, down by 4. So you got to hope for a couple misses here and then get a quick score.
You do, and it looks like Coach Yates putting in his shooters here as we'll have some subs after the first shot.
So towels are in hand is what you're saying down
They
there.
better be in hand. I hope they're in hand.
Jackson Bunkers makes the first. Seems like he's kind of made a living at the free-throw line today. He's got 8 makes according to my count from the line. 22 points overall now. And he goes 2 for 2.
Yeah, kind of a quiet 23 tonight. He has been everywhere. It doesn't seem like he has 23, but as you mentioned, that's his 8th free throw and pushes this thing to 6 again.
for some reason the clock just started there. I don't know. I just happened to look up back at the scoreboard, and the clock started going for some reason, and I don't know if they caught that maybe, but
I don't know if anybody did.
A few seconds ran off, I know for sure. I know it's a 6-point game, but you never know.
It's not over.
And what could happen here?
Right.
Yet. And those seconds could be valuable here. 68-62, and the scoreboard now has 17 seconds on it in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. South O'Brien with the ball. St. Mary's has 1 timeout left. South O'Brien has used all their timeouts. So after we're done here, this will conclude the day for KCHE, but I believe the game is going to be, the alumni game is going to be streamed on YouTube. So anybody that wants to watch that, I think it's going to be on there.
Oh, nice.
To my knowledge.
Them alumni's getting the spotlight again.
All right, here we go. Final 12 seconds. South O'Brien got to get a shot off here quickly. Long three-pointer, no. Woodall has it. Turnaround jump shot, no. Bunkers has it. And St. Mary's is going to get the victory here. 3.3 seconds remaining. Boy, the Wolverines fought hard to get back into things here. And you feel like maybe if they had another minute or two, they could, get over that hump and tie things up, but just running out of time.
Yeah, you're right. It's always a good game between these two, and like you said, a great hard-fought game by the Wolverines, but St. Mary's just kind of always seems to find a way to win. And, it's always close, but just not in the reach right now of South O'Brien.
Yeah, they don't tend to blow anybody out, it doesn't seem like, but always pull out the victory at the end of the game. And that is going to be our final score here. It is going to be 69-62 in favor of Remsen St. Mary's. Much closer game than last time these two teams played each other over in Remsen. And South O'Brien, you feel like under Coach Yates, they get better as the year goes on.
Absolutely. The guys are gelling better than the beginning of the season, and you never know how a visiting team's going to come into a visiting gym at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and see how they play. But, props to the Hawks for coming in, getting the job done, and a great team win by St. Mary's tonight.
Well, Peyton, I really enjoyed having you and your dad on here today with us on the radio and Fuller Digital Solutions. It was a good day of basketball here from Paulina here in South O'Brien. Hawks come away with a sweep here. The girls went in easily in that first game, and the boys went in the second game here, 69-62. South O'Brien plays, is it Tuesday? Is that at home against HMS? Is that correct?
Yes, they play Tuesday at home against HMS, and I think that's the girls' final game. HMS, I believe, has only won once this year, which was against South O'Brien, so a chance for the Wolverines to get in that win column, and obviously another great chance for the boys to improve before playoffs start.
You bet. And we'll be covering South O'Brien girls' regional game as they take on Kingsley Pearson. That's next Thursday in Kingsley. Kingsley Pearson Panthers, a good program under head coach Nicole Goodwin. It'll be a challenge for the South O'Brien girls, but hey, you never know. You always start that tournament record out 0-0, and you go into the game with your highest of hopes.
That's right. That's right. New season.
Well, I suppose we'll better let you get stretched out here for the alumni game.
I got to use all the time I can get to get stretched out here. I can't just go in there as much as I used to. I got to take some time. So.
All right. Appreciate all of our fine sponsors here today. We have a lot of sponsors that sponsor both the radio broadcast here on KCHE and on Fuller Digital. A lot of them do both. Without them, these broadcasts would not be possible. So, Peyton, thanks for joining us today. Final score here, 69-62, Remsen St. Mary's wins. We're going to send it back to the station. Thanks for joining us here on Classic Hits 92.1 and Fuller Digital Solutions.